The Adventures of Tintin is a series of 24 bande dessinée albums created by Belgian cartoonist Georges Remy, who wrote under the pen name Hergé. The series was one of the most popular European comics of the 20th century. By 2007, a century after Hergé's birth in 1907, Tintin had been published in more than 70 languages with sales of more than 200 million copies, and had been adapted for radio, television, theater, and film. The series first appeared in French on January 10, 1929, in Le Petit Vingtième, The Little 20th, a youth supplement to the Belgian newspaper Le 20e siècle, the 20th century. The success of the series led to serialized strips published in Belgium's leading newspaper Le Soir, The Evening, and spun into a successful Tintin magazine. In 1950, Hergé created Studios Hergé, which produced the canonical versions of 11 Tintin albums. The series is set during a largely realistic 20th century. Its protagonist is Tintin, a courageous young Belgian reporter and adventurer aided by his faithful dog Snowy, Milou in the original French edition. Other allies include the brash and cynical Captain Haddock, the intelligent but hearing-impaired Professor Calculus, French, Professeur Tournesol, incompetent detectives Thompson and Thompson, French, Dupont et Dupont, and the opera diva Bianca Castafiore. The series has been admired for its clean, expressive drawings in Hergé's signature ligne claire, clear line, style. Its well-researched plots straddle the action-adventure and mystery genres and draw upon themes of politics, history, culture and technology, offset by moments of slapstick comedy. The Adventures of Tintin was a series of radio adaptations of 11 of Hergé's original stories for BBC Radio 4, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. They starred Richard Pearse as Tintin, Andrew Sachs as Snowy, Leo McKern as Captain Haddock in the first series of 6 episodes, Lionel Jeffries as Captain Haddock in the second series of 6 episodes plus the one-off production of the Castafiore Emerald, Stephen Moore as Professor Calculus, Charles Kay as the Thompsons and Stephen Thorne as Nestor. Here is the 7 crystal balls.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. 1. The 7 Crystal Balls.
To the editor, from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, the Incas of Peru. The news of the day was the triumphant return of the Sanders Hardiman expedition from Peru and their discovery of several Inca tombs deep into little-known territory. For my part, visiting the well-known territory of Marlinspack Hall was in order, to see how my good friends Captain Haddock and Professor Calculus were adapting to their life of luxury. Accompanied, as always, by my faithful terrier, Snowy. Captain?
Upon my word, it's Tintin. Delighted to see you, my dear chap.
Hello, Captain. Delighted to see you too, my dear chap. Nice suit.
Oh, golly.
Thank you. And what fair wind blows you into my port of call, huh?
I just dropped in to say hello to you and Professor Calculus.
May I take your coat, Mr. Tintin?
Oh, thank you, Nestor.
Sir, your yellow and green checkered suit has been pressed ready for your afternoon walk.
Yes, thank you, Nestor. Here comes Calculus now. The old goat with his pendulum.
Tintin, what a delightful surprise, Tintin. How did you get here?
Oh, he's the same as ever.
Hello, Professor Calculus.
By bus. Oh, the train would have been much quicker.
You see what I mean?
You're staying with us for some time, I hope?
I'm afraid not. I have to go home this evening.
Excellent, excellent. What good news. Talking of news, I've just been reading about the Sanders Hardiman expedition.
Oh, yes, they've been very successful.
Indeed, dreadful. When you remember all those Egyptologists dying in mysterious circumstances after they'd opened the tomb of the pharaoh. The same will happen to those busybodies violating the burial chamber of the Incas.
Perhaps you're right.
Certainly not. I've had nothing to drink all day.
No,
Well, I'll see you later. I must get on with my work.
No, never mind.
Well, if that's a genius, I'm glad I'm a dog.
The dear fellow and his dowsing. He's convinced that his pendulum will uncover a Saxon burial ground in the neighbourhood.
That means lots of marinated bones.
Now, Tintin, down to business. How would you like a truly amazing drink?
Yes.
Then, come with me to the Hippodrome Theatre tonight.
But I thought you said we were...
Hold your horses, lad. Come with me tonight. All will be revealed.
for your extuperation and extrapolation, regalum the fakir. There will now be a short intermission before the next of our exuberant and ex-continental turn.
Oh, golly, this is mouth-watering stuff, eh? No sign of a drink, though.
Bruno, the master magician's on next, isn't he? I can feel it in my bones.
Well, your bones must be playing up, Captain. There are still several other turns before he comes on. Look, it says so in the programme.
String barnacles, they do it on purpose, teasing me. Why can't they put him on first?
Come on, Captain, reveal all the suspense is killing me. Who is he?
I've been studying his act for a solid fortnight. Thundering typhoons, young Schaefer. The man can...
Can what?
Turn water into whiskey.
Great snakes.
I knew you'd be impressed.
No, look. General Alcazar. Here in the programme. The photograph. There's no mistaking him. Oh, you remember, he used to be president of the Republic of San Theodorus until General Tapioca seized power during the Revolution. Ramon Sarate, world-renowned knife thrower. So, he's changed his name and his profession.
Ah, but can he magic up a drink?
No, but...
Here he comes now. I can sense it.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? This is a public announcement. If there is a Mrs. Clarkson in the house, wife of Mr. Peter Clarkson, would she please return to home immediately?
Wonder what that's all about.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And now for your further edification, the voice that launched 1,000 ships, the Milanese nightingale, Bianca Castafiore.
Barnacles, her. I knew that foghorn was coming to town. I'd have left the country.
Quick, there's still time to escape.
The voice that sank 1,000 ships, more like.
She seems to follow us around the world.
Oh, the joy! Past compare these jewels bright to wear. Oh, the joy! Past compare these jewels bright to wear.
Powerful stuff, eh?
You said it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't help myself, Rob.
But whenever I hear her, it reminds me of a hurricane that hit my ship when I was sailing in the West Indies some years ago.
Shh, Snowy!
Will you shut that dog up?
That is no way to talk about a lady, sir.
Captain, I suggest we abandon her. Snowy's having one of his turns. Besides, I'd like to go and say hello to General Alcazar in his dressing room.
Silence that mongrel!
Mr. Barnacles, I'm going to report you to the manager. The lady, sir, happens to be an old friend of mine. And you got to get right down.
Come in.
General Alcazar.
Caramba! Tintin! My old friend. Ay, Dios de mi vida! How happy I am to see you again.
Talk about over the top.
And me you, General.
And this person here is what?
You remember my friend, Captain Haddock?
Los amigos de nuestros amigos. I am happy, Senor Colonel. So happy.
Steady on.
I did not recognize you in your red and purple suit.
Blistering Barnacles, what is it with my suits?
It's very, Chiquito.
I come back.
No. Come in. My friends, this is Chiquito, my partner on stage.
How do you do?
What is it to you?
Descuida, no es la policía.
Bueno.
Chiquito is Peruvian, you understand? Ever since police come to look at our passports, our papers, you find police everywhere.
Oh, yes, I quite understand.
Do you?
Por favor, we celebrate this happy meeting. You take with me a glass of aguardiente.
Water?
On the contrary, Captain, alcohol and awfully strong.
Oh, what are we waiting for? Fill up my dog bowl.
Strong for all. I'm used to it, my dear fellow.
Your good health. All right.
Oh. Here's to you, General.
Oh, this'll be fun.
White man has chicken tongue.
Quite. Well, come on, Captain. Let's get back to our seats. We can ask Bruno the Master Magician to turn his whiskey back into water for you.
Oh, very funny.
Adios, amigo.
Adios,
mío.
General.
generally you get to find a...
Mystery illness strikes again. First Clarkson, now Sanders Hardiman. Late last night, Mr. Peter Clarkson, 37, photographer to the Sanders Hardiman expedition to South America, was suddenly taken ill at his home. A few hours later, Professor Sanders Hardiman himself was found in a coma in his bedroom.
Peter Clarkson. The announcement at the theatre last night. You know, Snowy, perhaps there could be something in what Professor Calculus said yesterday.
What about taking a bus?
Yes, I remember.
When you remember all those Egyptologists dying in mysterious circumstances after they'd opened the tomb of the pharaoh, the same will happen to those busybodies violating the burial chamber of the Incas.
I wonder. Now, who could that be?
No points for guessing, Tintin.
Thompson and Thompson.
Tintin.
Hello, how are things?
All right. Yes, all right. We can't deny that we're right as ever. Quite right, quite right. To be precise, we can deny that we're ever right.
Just as usual, eh?
You've heard this morning's headlines. Mystery illness strikes again. Professor Sanders Hardiman.
Yes, I heard it on the radio.
We can't make head nor tail. To be precise, we don't have a head or tail.
Well, you'd look pretty daft if you did.
The idea, Tintin.
I must admit, it certainly seems rather odd to me, but well, the chances are it's just coincidence.
No, there's more to it than just coincidence. To be precise, we're a coincidence.
But how can you be sure that there's no proof? Anyway, what is this mysterious illness? What's it like?
Strictly speaking, it isn't an illness. The two explorers were found asleep. Absolutely. One at his desk and one at his desk. They seem to have fallen into some kind of hypnotic sleep. To be precise, they nodded off.
Perhaps they were tired.
The extraordinary thing was that pieces of crystal were found close to each of the two victims.
You thought of having them analysed?
Yes, the laboratory at headquarters is working on them right now. Are they? In that case, I'll give Dr. Simons a call, if you don't mind.
Please do. Oh.
Hello, Thompson with a P, as in Philadelphia. Oh, Dr. Simons, we're just about to call you. I'm looking for your number right now. People are so impatient nowadays.
But, gentlemen,
Tintin, give up. It's a lost cause.
Hello, Thompson without a P, as in Venezuela. Oh, it's for you. Hello. Oh, Dr. Simons, I found your number. What, Professor Reedbuck? Found asleep in the bath? Yes, they discovered the same crystal fragments. Incredible. I say, how is the analysis getting on? Absolutely no idea. You're pressing on with the test. Right, goodbye. I can't believe it. Professor Bathtub found asleep in the weeds. No. To be precise, yes.
Twice is coincidence, gentlemen. 3 times is almost a cast-iron case. Quick, we must warn the other members of the expedition at once. We must get police protection for them.
You don't think that they... It.
Of course, there's no reason why this should stop. Gentlemen, everyone who took part in the expedition is in danger. We must save them.
Absolutely. Call the police.
The saga of the sleeping explorers continues. Police protection arrived too late today at the house of Professor Cantineau, the 4th member of the Sanders Hardiman expedition. He was discovered already sound asleep at the bottom of his garden. Crystal fragments were again found close to the victim's body. It is believed...
Read all about it. Crystal balls, throw bobbins into bed.
5 down, 2 to go. Minutes after the discovery of Professor Cantineau, Mark Falconer, the explorer, was found unconscious in the back of a taxi. He was on his way to Scotland Yard, having telephoned them with the warning of vengeance he received in Peru. Forensic scientists have established that the glass particles found in the cab come from little crystal balls. As to the substance they contain, that is still a mystery.
About it. Crystal balls, throw bobbins into bed. Come on, you stand on.
Quite extraordinary. Another victim. Amazing.
No, I think it's a little to the left.
Blistering pendulum. No, I said another victim. Here, in the newspaper. The director of the Darwin Museum, Dr. Midge.
On a ridge? A Saxon burial ground? I think not.
There, read it yourself. Simpler that way.
Quite extraordinary. Have you read this?
Oh, I do wish you'd go.
No, I'm surprised. The headlines are printed quite large. Never mind. I'll read it myself. The mystery of the crystal balls, as it is now generally known, continues to hit the front page. The latest victim, Dr. Midge, director of the Darwin Museum, was discovered yesterday asleep in his office by 2 Scotland Yard detectives on guard duty at the time. A moment of misunderstanding between the two...
No points for guessing who they were.
No points for guessing who they were.
You drive me mad.
Indeed it is, Captain. Very sad.
Oh, get in there, Star. Gladly.
A moment of misunderstanding allowed the attacker to deposit his 6th crystal ball on the 6th victim. Meanwhile, the police are taking full precautions to ensure the safety of the last of the 7, Professor Tarragon.
Good morning, Captain. Oh, nice suit.
Oh, Tarragon? Is it really him? Well, I know Tarragon. He and I were students together.
You know Professor Tarragon?
No, but I know Professor Tarragon.
The expert on ancient America? Isn't he the one with the Raskar mummy in his possession?
Oh, no, he's most cheerful. I'll introduce you to him if you like.
I'd like that. Above all, we must ensure his safety.
Perhaps, but we'll certainly make it for dinner. Would you like to go now?
No, we'd like to go now.
I heard that, Haddock.
Anyone wanting to visit Professor Tarragon at a time like this must be a right herb.
Here we are, gentlemen.
Thundering typhoons, you can't see the road for security men. And look, a helicopter too.
We've come to see Professor Tarragon.
And with Tintin and calculus?
Yes.
Cars are not permitted beyond these gates. If you'd like to step out, I'll escort you to the house.
What's that? He's caught a mouth?
This way, gentlemen.
They're certainly looking after Tarragon.
Let's hope it stays that way, Captain.
There's something I don't like about this place.
I say, it's very hot.
I think there's a storm brewing, Professor.
Thank you, but I had a cup before we came.
Here we are, Professor Tarragon. Here are your visitors.
Mum?
Splendid! Nothing like a good chinwag, what?
Hello, Hercules!
He's the size of two men.
And the volume of 5.
Well, dear old Cuthbert.
Oh, golly, he's lifted Professor Calculus clean off the ground. Now he's shaking him, if that's how he treats his friend.
My dear Hercules, I brought two of my friends to meet you.
Welcome, gentlemen, welcome.
Let me introduce Captain Haddock, retired from the sea.
Shh, Snowy.
How do you do? Love your suit.
And this is my young friend Tintin, the famous reporter.
Watch out, he's got a grip like a mangle.
Delighted.
Likewise, Professor. Snowy, what's the matter? What's up?
What's up? I'll show you. Over here, behind the curtain. It seems your dog has sixth sense.
We should introduce Tarragon to the Castafiore.
Now, gentlemen, let me introduce you to an old friend of mine. A very old friend. Meet Raskar Kapak, fresh from the tomb of the Incas. Now he frightened your little dog.
Me frightened? And he doesn't look very fresh to me.
All bone and jewels, his knees bound to his chest, the ugliest mummy you'll ever see. But it was worth bringing him back all that way. Raskar Kapak, he who unleashes the fire of heaven.
Barnacles.
I say, Hercules, was that someone knocking at the door?
Well, what about that? We were just talking about Raskar Kapak, he who unleashes the fire of heaven, and he obliges us. It's as dark as night out there, and what a downpour! This could almost be a scene in a horror film.
Tell me, Professor, what do you make of this whole business of the crystal balls?
What do I make of it? Superstitious nonsense like all their mumbo-jumbo, what? Well, I'm a tad of an expert at it, if you must know, and if you're interested, I've drafted a paper on these occult practices of ancient Peru for my amusement, you understand? Now then, where is it there? This extract should amuse you. It's a translation of part of the inscriptions carved on the walls of Raskar Kapak's tomb. You may like to read it, if you like fairy stories, right?
Blistering barnacles, I wish it was a fairy story. That mummy gives me the creeps.
Me too, I want my mummy.
After many moons will come 7 strangers with pale faces. They will profane the sacred dwellings of...
He who unleashes the fire of heaven!
Does he have to keep saying that?
These vandals will carry the body of the Inca to their own far country.
And it would have to be this one, of course.
The curse of the gods will be on their shadows and pursue them over land and sea. But this is quite extraordinary.
I know, but read the next bit. It's hilarious.
Look, Mr. Kapak, I just want you to know that I had nothing to do with this.
There will come a day when Raskar Kapak will bring down upon himself the cleansing fire of...
I say, the lights have gone out.
Blistering barnacles, you're absurd.
There's no light from the window. It's almost pitch black outside.
Your little doggie's frightened again.
What was that?
Something's coming down the chimney.
You're right, and I don't think it's Father Christmas.
Tintin! Quick, dive for cover!
Goodness gracious!
Great balls of fire!
Is everyone okay?
The lights are back on. It must have been a faulty fuse.
We should have left him on the moon.
Amazing. Did everyone see it?
That ball of fire? Yes. But where's it gone?
And what was that glass breaking just before it appeared? I just don't understand.
Look! Raskaka Park's disappeared from his showcase. Vaporized, vanished into thin air, but I didn't see anything, did you?
Then it is true!
Professor Tarragon, what's the matter?
Only his bracelet remained.
Please, read the rest. The rest of my translations.
There will come a day when Raskaka Park will bring down upon himself the cleansing fire. In one moment of flame, he will return to his true element. On that day will punishment descend upon the desecrators.
Claps. Give me a whiskey.
I've desecrated nothing, Mr. Kapak. I'm house-trained.
The prophecy is fulfilled. Raskaka Park has gone, and I am struck down by the curse.
A nurse? He wants a nurse.
Don't give in. The house is well guarded.
No. Don't you see? They would have heard nothing. They would have seen nothing come or go. We are dealing with forces beyond this world, beyond the realm of the rational. We are dealing with the occult.
Look, Tintin, by Tarragon's chair. Pieces of crystal.
The glass breaking. So that was it.
It's too late. I feel it.
No, Hercules, no.
Only you can save us now, my friends. Please, do not fail us.
She's fainted, by thunder. This is terrible.
Hercules.
Oh, it's no use, Professor. There's nothing we can do for him now.
Oh, poor soul. Nothing?
We must tell the police. The last of the 7 has been claimed.
Good morning, Captain.
Morning.
Sleep well?
Oh, so. Mind you, I was glad to get home here to Marlinspike last night. I wouldn't have slept a wink of poor old Tarragon's.
Likewise. And by the way, where's Professor Calculus?
In the grounds. Didn't you see him? Said he was off dowsing. He seemed a little preoccupied. Ruining his friend, I dare say.
Yes, I'm sure. I say, Captain, do you have any idea what the Professor did with Raskaka Park's bracelet?
The one left after the cleansing fire?
Yes.
Oh, the old goat was wearing it.
Wearing it? Captain, I don't think that was such a good idea.
What did Calculus want with that confounded bracelet, anyway?
Beats me.
I can smell something fishy.
Look, Captain, Snowy's onto something. Quick, let's follow him.
Blistering barnacles. Why are we forever on the chase?
Snowy? Snowy! Snowy? Come here immediately. Chasing cats at a time like this, it's despicable.
Well, I said I could smell something fishy.
You make sure you stay by my side, boy. You're in the doghouse.
So there was another wild goose chase.
Cat chase? This time I really can smell trouble.
Snowy! Stop that at once! I'll have to buy a muzzle.
What's up with him? Have you been feeding him, Tintin?
You have to let me go, Tintin. This time I'm serious.
He had a full English breakfast.
Half butt!
Come on, Captain, we must save him. Calculus!
Barnacles, where's he gone?
Oh, look, the grass is all trampled down and there are some broken branches. Oh, there's definitely been a fight of some sort.
Oh, I think this is the case of the little dog who barked wolf.
Oh, I'm sorry, Snowy.
Great snakes, get down!
Bandits! Ostrogoths! Send him in!
Captain, get down!
My deer stalker's been ventilated.
Well, I never liked it anyway.
Nor me.
Or your suit, Captain.
Then why didn't you say something?
Well, oh, great snakes, they're getting away.
And with poor Calculus, blistering barnacles.
I thought Snowy was still going on about that cat. What a fool I am.
You should know by now, Tintin, that I always mix business with pleasure.
Oh, Cuthbert's been kidnapped. Thundering typhoons. We may never see him again.
Not so fast, Captain. The car's a black opal and I've got the number.
Oh.
We must inform the police at once. It's our only hope. hope soon vanished, like Raskar Kapak into thin air. The kidnappers avoided all police roadblocks by switching cars in some deserted woodland. 2 frustrating days passed when Captain Haddock suddenly received an urgent police message.
A car's been recovered from one of the docks at Westmouth.
Really?
It's time to cast off this thundering suit and recover Miss Sailor's tackle.
About time, too.
A quick change for the captain into his trusty cap, pipe and sweater.
That's more like it. Off we go!
And with that, 2 hours later, we were at the scene of the discovery.
It was a trawler coming in. She struck an obstacle, so we dragged the dock, and here we are.
Is there any means of identification?
No, nothing at all. There are no number plates, and the engine and chassis numbers have been filed off.
All this because of a blistering bracelet.
Anyway, we can be certain of one thing. Whoever kidnapped Professor Calculus embarked here, having first tried to get rid of the car by dumping it in the dock.
Yes, perhaps.
Oh, there is one thing. In the glove compartment, we found this piece of paper with some odd-looking symbols on. We can't make head nor tail of it. It's probably nothing.
Yes, probably. Inspector, will you mind if I copied them down?
Oh, be my guess.
Yes, you doodle to your heart's content. Meanwhile, Cuthbert's nowhere to be found. Well, what do we do now? We're no further on.
I know. Thank you, Inspector.
My pleasure.
Well, let's get a taxi home, then.
Oh, look over there. That liner's leaving for South America. And to think the kidnappers could be aboard with poor old Calculus.
Great snakes! That looks like... Yes, it is.
Blistering barnacles. What the... Oh, I'm off for a drink.
I think you'll find it's a dry dock.
General Alcazar.
¡Ay, Dios de mi vida! Tintin, amigo mío.
It's nice to see you, General. Are you off on tour?
On tour? Caramba. I go home to my own country and hang up on my knife. Music hall for me is finished. No more partner.
No partner? What's happened to Chiquito?
Gone. Disappeared. 3 days ago. I do not blame him. Before we came to Europe, he say he leave me one day, not to worry, not to look for him, and it is so.
3 days ago? Tell me, is Chiquito a real Indian?
Santa Madre de Dios, he is one of the last descendants of Los Incas.
What? A descendant of the Incas? You're sure of that?
Absolutely sure. He is pure-blooded Quechua Indian. Chiquito is just stage name. His real name is Rupa Huaco.
All aboard!
Caramba! I must go now. We meet again, perhaps.
Oh, I hope so, General. Oh, tell me, do you recognize these symbols?
See, they are of the sun god, Pachacamac.
Pachacamac. Thank you. Goodbye, General.
I do not know why you ask about Chiquito, my friend, but I tell you this. Do not cross him. The powers of the Incas come from beyond this world. Adios, amigo mío. Adios.
Thundering typhoons, I knew there was something funny about that Chiquito. I mean, who in their right mind let anyone throw knives at them anyway?
And he disappeared 3 days ago on the 12th, the same day Professor Tarragon was attacked. Well, the next day, Calculus was kidnapped. Could it just be a coincidence?
No, I doubt it. Anyway, we must tell the police. They might be able to track him down.
Possibly. Oh, yes, I showed General Alcazar those mysterious symbols.
Yes, and what?
Well, he said they represented the Inca sun god Pachacamac.
Pachacamac? Blistering barnacles, the cargo ship Pachacamac has been going back and forth between here and Peru for donkey's years.
Captain, you're a marvel.
You mean Captain Marvel? But thundering typhoons is probably just a coincidence.
This time it's too much of a coincidence. As I see it, Calculus was kidnapped by Chiquito, a Peruvian Indian. He's aboard the Pachacamac, a Peruvian ship bound for a Peruvian port.
But thundering typhoons, we must go after those gangsters at once. We must rescue him.
Agreed. We'll fly to Peru as soon as we can. Now, I'm going to ring up the inspector and tell him what we've discovered.
Good. And I'll telephone Nestor to tell him we're leaving. He mustn't pack any suits.
Oh, good. And I'll go back to Marlinspike and look after things while you're away.
Come on, Snowy. We're off to Peru. We shall be in Kiowa well before the Pachacamac. We'll get in touch with the police there at once. And as soon as the ship arrives, we'll rescue Calculus.
Oh, my boy. Put like that, it sounds simple. But you're asking us to snatch Calculus from the clutches of the supernatural.
Come on, Captain. We've got a flying boat to catch.
Deep down, I knew the captain was right. But I also knew that we'd need all the faith we had against an enemy such as ours. The battle to rescue Calculus had only just begun, for many dangers would confront us in The Prisoners of the Sun.
The Seven Crystal Balls starred Richard Pearce as Tintin, Andrew Sachs as Snowy, Lionel Jeffries as Captain Haddock, Stephen Moore as Professor Calculus, and Charles Kay as the Thompson Twins, with Stephen Thorne as Professor Tarragon, Linda Polan as Castafiore, and Andrew Wincott as Chiquito. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé are dramatised by Simon Eastwood, the music is by Roger Limb, and the programme is produced by John York. Tune in next week, same network, same time.
That was The Adventures of Tintin, entitled The Seven Crystal Balls, right here on Airchecks. Here is Prisoners of the Sun.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatised by Simon Eastwood. 2. The Prisoners of the Sun.
To the editor from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, the bracelet of Raskar Kapak. Professor Calculus had been kidnapped because he had unwittingly taken the sacred bracelet of the Inca mummy. Captain Haddock, Snowy and myself were now hot on their heels as we flew to Cayoa in Peru to meet the Chief Inspector of Police and ensure the safe return of Professor Calculus.
As I understand it, gentlemen, your friend has been kidnapped, and you have a good reason to believe he's aboard the Pachacamac, which today arrived in Cayoa. Am I right?
Absolutely, Inspector.
Excuse me. Hello? I see. Thank you. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I've been informed. The Pachacamac is flying the yellow flag and the blue pennant.
Typhoons, infectious disease aboard.
2 cases of yellow fever, to be precise. The Pachacamac is anchored some way offshore. The doctor has ordered 3 weeks of quarantine. I am terribly sorry.
3 weeks? This is ridiculous.
Hardly a surprise.
Naturally, when the quarantine is lapsed, we will search the ship from top to bottom. In the meantime, you will have to be patient.
It certainly seems that way. Tell me, Inspector, the doctor who ordered the quarantine, what nationality was he?
Quechua. Indian, as a matter of fact.
Quechua? Really?
Oh, well, 3 weeks in the sun. Do they do bones in Peru, I wonder?
3 weeks? 3 weeks without knowing whether Calculus is even aboard the blistering bathtub.
There's no question of waiting 3 weeks. We're going to find out tonight.
Tonight? What do you mean, tonight?
Tonight, I shall go aboard the Pachacamac.
What about the yellow fever, stupid? Have you forgotten?
Captain, I'll bet anything you like that every man aboard the Pachacamac is as fit as you and me.
But thundering typhoons, the doctor definitely said...
The doctor is a Quechua Indian, Captain. So is Chiquito. Doesn't that mean anything to you? Stop rowing, Captain. We won't go any further. The crew might see us.
Now, you're quite sure about swimming the rest of the way, are you? There are sharks around here.
Nuts for the sharks. Anyway, they should be fast asleep at this hour like everyone else.
Oh, good. Does that mean I can nod off?
Snowy, keep your eyes open and your nose alert. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, boy.
Be a good boy, Snowy.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of having a party.
Thundering typhoons, there's no stopping him.
Up the anchor. And over the side. Oh, now comes the most difficult part. Finding the professor without being seen. So far, so good. Yellow fever, eh? Sounds as if they're having a party. Well, this is where the cabins must be, but which one is Calculus in?
¿Qué pasa? Ahí abajo.
Oh, crumbs, someone's coming.
¿Quién es?
Oh, they've heard me. Nothing for it. Into the cabin.
¿Qué ha pasado?
No es nada. Debe de seguir el gato.
Oh, they think it's a cat.
Buenas noches.
Phew, they've gone. Oh, someone's in the bunk. I must get out of here.
Excuse me, a little further to the west.
There's only one person in the world who talks like that, and that is Cuthbert Calculus.
A bus? No, I keep telling you a train is much quicker.
Oh, Professor! Professor? Wake up! He's obviously been drugged. Oh, hello. The bracelet from the mummy.
See.
What?
The bracelet of Raskar Kapah.
Oh, Chiquito.
See, Chiquito. And you did not hear me enter. Careless. Now don't move, or I'll shoot.
What do you want with poor Calculus?
He has committed sacrilege. He has put on the Inca bracelet. He must die. As for you, I will decide later if your fate should be worse than his.
Alonso!
Now while his head's turned.
Alonso!
Oh, Chiquito! The crew. I've got to get out of here.
La Pasela. Over there. Thundering tight! Move! Those hunter-gatherers are murdering Tintin!
Oh, silly trout, he's lost one of his horse.
Horse!
Come on, Captain, grab it.
You shut up, you sea lion, you! Tintin! You made it! Are you not hurt, are you?
No, not a scratch, but let's get out of here fast.
Right.
Stick your oar in.
Right!
Calculus is on board, Captain. I saw him. They're going to put him to death.
What?
When we get to the shore, dash back to town and alert the police. I'll stay on the beach and keep an eye on them.
All right, lad. Keep well hidden. They won't hesitate to kill you off now.
No.
Answer! Hello.
Police here, headquarters.
This is an emergency. Wake up the Chief Inspector.
What do you want to talk to the Senior Chief Inspector?
Yes.
At this hour,
Yes.
have you gone crazy? The
No,
Senior
I have
Chief Inspector is asleep.
But you must... The blistering, blumbering birdbrain is... Hung up!
Captain? Captain, over here.
Tintin.
Where are the reinforcements?
They're not coming.
Oh, no.
I'll explain later. Any news on Calculus?
Well, shortly after you left, they brought him ashore.
Oh.
I overheard them say they were heading for the station to buy tickets for Jaga.
Jaga?
Now, the train would have left by now, but we can get the next one. Captain, we've no time to lose.
Right.
Well, Snowy old boy, we're on our way to Jaga. But how will we find Professor Calculus when we get there?
I know. It'll be a right saga in Jaga.
You know, it's a funny thing. Here we are, in the rear carriage, and not a soul in sight. Yet, when we left the station, the platform was packed.
Strange. I say, in this travel guide here, it says on this line the train climbs to 15,865 feet. Highest railway in the world.
Oh, not surprised. My ears are going funny.
Hello? We're slowing down. Expect we're coming to a station. Let's have a look.
Great snakes! Captain, get out quick! The coupling is broken and our coach is running away!
Blistering barnacles, what the...
No time for talk, Captain! Quick, out the door, jump!
Thundering typhoon!
Now!
Geronimo!
Come on now, Snowy, it's our turn! Don't be afraid!
As a pet, I demand the right to be left at home in future.
Come on, Snowy, good boy! Ready?
That's if I have a future.
Oh, come to tunnel, we can't possibly jump! Right, Snowy, are you ready?
What, for extinction? You wouldn't treat a dog like this.
A viaduct! A river!
Snowy, this is it. It's our last chance. The high dive or obliteration.
Oh, you can't eat those long nutrients.
No!
talk about being thrown in the deep end.
You must have 9 lives, lad.
Oh, it's a relief coach.
What's a relief?
Let's see what this guano gatherer's got to say for himself.
Buenos dias, senor. Have you seen my coach? Big, brown, go very fast.
I'll give you coach. We were in it.
Now, manners, Captain.
It's a terrible accident.
Accident? You mean attempted murder?
It's bad brakes.
I'll give you bad brakes.
Maybe, but we're wasting time. We must get to Jaga. Will you take us there?
We arrived, senors. My apologies for the accident.
Yes, thank you. It seems he doesn't believe our story, Captain.
Nor does anyone, including the police at Kiowa. Blistering barnacles. We're on our own now.
There's only one thing to do. Split up and question some of the locals.
Right. We'll meet outside the station in an hour.
Excuse me, senor, but have you seen...
My good man, I don't suppose you've noticed...
No, sir.
A thin man with a little goatee beard?
No, sir.
No, he might have been carrying a pendulum.
No, sir.
Slightly hard of hearing?
No, say, my hearing perfect.
Professor Calculus, he's deaf as a doornail.
No, sir.
No, say, they're the only words they know, the stubborn South American centipede. I wonder if they know anything in the taverna.
No, sir.
Cheers. I wonder how Tintin's getting on.
No say. It's a fat lot of good. Oh, they must know something, but they won't let on.
Get off me!
Those rogues are picking on that young orange seller.
Your oranges, boy. Or your life.
We can't just stand by. Come on, Snowy.
I'll take the small one.
Get off him, you brute! Aren't you ashamed, bullying a child like that?
Looking for trouble, eh?
Leave him to me, Pedro.
Oh, help behind you. Oh, only one thing to do. Grab him from behind.
Snowy, that's enough.
Oh, you can't beat a good rump steak.
Be off with you, and pick on people your own size in future.
Well, where's that little orange seller got to?
Senor?
What the?
On other side of bush, senor. Oh, but you not look this way. Pretend to tie your shoelace.
But who are you?
Oh, it not matter. I know where your friend is prisoner. You buy guns and come tomorrow at sunrise to Bridge of the Inca. You understand? Bridge of the Inca. You go now.
Senor!
Yes?
You listen to me. I see you go to help Indian boy. You are good. You are brave.
How about me?
Who are you?
I speak wise words. You not go in search of your friend. Otherwise, you meet many dangers.
How do you know?
I know, senor. You remember train that ran away?
Well, how did you know about...
You have good luck that time, but you not always have good luck. You not go.
I can't abandon my friend.
That is very foolish choice. You still go? Then take this. Very good. Help you in danger.
Oh, a talisman. Well, what do you... He's gone. You know, Snowy, things get curiouser and curiouser.
Typical. Lounging about while I do the hard work. Have I missed anything? Oh, blistering barnacles, why doesn't he show up, this guide of yours?
Oh, it's only just sunrise, Captain. Perhaps he...
Perhaps it's a trap. Have you thought of that, lad?
Yes, of course. But we have to start trusting someone sometime.
I owns my rifle! What happened?
You pulled the trigger, Captain.
Oh, marvellous. We've brought along trigger-happy haddock.
It was that bird call. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a bit on edge.
Well, it's lucky your rifle's pointing skywards. Psst.
Senors!
Oh!
Captain!
Billions of blue blistering barnacles. I need a drink.
You've lost your bottle.
Senors, come quickly. It is me, your guide.
The little orange seller, the one I was talking about, Captain.
Yeah, there. How do you do, sir? Sorry about the shooting. I was trying to catch dinner.
Yes. So, it was you who spoke to me yesterday?
Yes, from behind bush. If Indians see me speak to you, they kill me at once. Now, you come quickly. We cross bridge.
On other side, I have llamas to carry supplies.
Oh, we can't thank you enough, and we don't even know your name.
Zorino, senor.
Now look, Zorino, old chap. Where is our friend?
He is prisoner in Temple of the Sun.
What?
But no one tell. All afraid.
Afraid?
Afraid of Inca, senor. Vengeance of Inca terrible. When Indian tell white man what white man must not know.
What about White Dog?
The Inca? The Temple of the Sun? An Inca in these days, it's unbelievable.
White men not know, senor. Only you know.
Well, thanks to you, Zorino. But aren't you afraid of the Inca too?
Alone, I afraid. With you, I not afraid. Come, we go. We have many rivers to cross.
For Zorino's sake, I tried to hide the trepidation that I felt. Our journey was to be long and arduous.
Take that! Mystery barnacles. Man-eating moth!
The perils of the jungle faced at every turn.
That's got them on the run!
But, senor, they were rabbits.
Obstacles, both man-made and from nature, were pitted against us.
I saw something move, I tell you.
Yes, Captain. Snowflakes.
Come on!
Avalanche!
Avalanche!
Finally, close to exhaustion, we arrived at the great waterfall of the Inca, our last obstacle before the great temple itself. Using a rope made from jungle creepers, Zorino managed to lasso one end to the other side of the waterfall. He and the captain crawled safely across.
All right, Tintin.
Now it was my turn.
Now, Snowy, hold still.
How would you like to be strapped to someone's back? I feel like a rucksack.
Right. Here we go. Ah!
Come on, Tintin, you can do it.
Oh, it's not easy with Snowy wriggling around.
Oh, let's stop playing Tarzan.
Shh, Snowy.
Come on, lad, not far now.
Don't look down, Senor Tintin, and you will be okay.
Captain, the rope's feeling slack.
What's that you're saying?
Captain, the rope's going. He's going to snap.
No, Tintin! No, no, no!
Where is he?
I don't understand. Not a sign.
Senor Tintin not dead, is he, Captain?
Tintin! No! Tintin!
No. Please, no.
No, my poor Sabrina. Tintin is gone. What am I going to do?
Hello!
That voice. It can't be. I must be dreaming.
No. It's Senor Tintin.
Captain! Zorino! Here! Behind the waterfall!
Behind the waterfall? How can you be behind the waterfall?
It's only a thin curtain of water. Climb down a little further and you'll see. I think I've made a very interesting discovery.
Blistering barnacles, a cave.
It seems incredible, Captain, but I think I've stumbled upon an entrance to the Temple of the Sun.
You have much luck on your side, Senor Tintin. But now, the spirits of the Incas are all around us.
You may be right, Zorino. Look, I'd like to give you this. It was given to me back in Jaga. As you said, I have much luck on my side, and, well, perhaps it might come in useful.
Thank you, Senor.
Now, unfortunately, I lost all my ammunition in the fall. Have you any left, Captain?
No. I've just got this sheet of newspaper it was wrapped up in.
Well, we might as well dump our guns then. Oh, but I'll take the newspaper.
Oh.
We might need to light a fire, right? I suggest we go and see what's at the top of these steps. Come on, everyone. This isn't over yet.
Oh, Pachacamac, divine sun god, the 7 white men who violated our sacred tombs now live, return, and sleep The ape man they call Calculus will be sacrificed beneath your holy rays. Then the revenge of the lost Incas will be complete!
Skeletons. Looks like some sort of tomb.
Oh, goody. A real-life bone haven.
Oh. We can't go any further. The steps are blocked by fallen rocks.
Earthquakes, senor. Very frequent in South America.
Oh, what a lovely thought when we're in a tomb.
Oh, mighty Pachacamac! Show us that we, your humble servants, are worthy to use your name in praise!
I say, look at that slab in the wall. Perhaps it's a way in. We must try to push it over.
What a hope.
Come on now. One, two, three. Hey!
Hold on. What's that noise?
Splendid. It moved. Again. 1, 2, 3.
Show us a sign!
What the?
Talk about into the lion's den.
Sacrilege! Seize them!
Wonderful timing, boys.
Seize them!
Now, we will die.
Oh, don't cry, Zorino. We'll get out of this. We'll see.
Get out. Easier said than done. Thundering sea gherkins, ectoplasm!
Now, don't get into a flap, Captain.
What's this in my pocket? Oh, yes, the newspaper the captain's ammunition was wrapped in.
Oh, that's it. Have a read. Why not put your feet up? Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, no, wait. Why, it says here that... Oh, no. But then why should that help? Unless... No, that would be too much to ask.
What are you babbling on about?
Well, you see...
Spit it out, boy!
You come. The Inca Prince of the Sun awaits you.
Strangers, those who violate the sacred temple of the Sun God will be put to death.
Noble Prince, we were simply looking for our friend, Professor Calculus.
Your friend dared to wear the sacred bracelet of Raskar Kapach. Your friend will likewise be put to death.
Zorino, show the Inca your talisman.
But Tintin, what about you?
It's your only chance. Just do it.
Very well.
Where did you steal that, little viper?
I no steal it, noble prince. Signor Tintin, give it to me. I no steal.
Noble Prince of the Sun, it is I who gave the sacred token to this young stranger.
You, Wasgar, gave this talisman to an enemy of our race?
With my own eyes, I saw him go to the defense of this boy. For that reason, I gave him the token. Did I do wrong, illustrious prince?
No, Wasgar. You did nobly. But our laws are strict. Only the life of the boy will be spared.
Thank you, noble prince.
Oh, Tintin.
Take him away. As for you two, and you, dog, you will be put to death by the rays of the sacred sun, which will light the pyre to which you will be bound.
Oh, so now I'm going to be turned into a hot dog.
What a pickle.
Thank you, noble prince. It will be a great honor.
What? Are you starved, raving bunkers?
But, noble prince, may I ask you to grant us one favor?
It is granted.
We wish to die in 18 days' time at 11 o'clock. It is my friend's birthday.
Get no crazy, you know it isn't.
So be it. Guards, take them away!
Finally, the hour of our sacrifice had arrived. We were led to the pyre on which we would be put to death and bound to poles of wood.
This is it. The end of the road.
Come on, Captain. How can you think that way on such a sunny day?
Oh, next you'll be telling me to look on the bright side.
There's Professor Calculus.
What?
Old Cuthbert after our long search.
Oh.
They're going to tie him up beside us.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Why, Captain, what a delightful surprise. How are you?
Oh, very well, thanks, as you can see.
And you too, my dear Tintin. I'm so pleased to see you again. But tell me, what is all the performance? Where are we?
With the Incas.
At the pictures? Oh, good. Yeah, I quite understand. They're making a film, some historical drama, no doubt. Who'd believe they're acting?
It is the hour of sacrifice.
Oh, crumbs. Supposing I'm wrong.
Let the sacrifice begin. Let the high priest of the sun advance to the pyre. Now, Huascar, apply the globe of fire. The sun god awaits.
What's that thing he's got there?
That's the burning glass to set our bonfire alight.
Wish I hadn't asked.
Yes, it is bright, but sunglasses would be inappropriate.
Let me go! You mustn't kill them! Tintin!
It's all right, Sereno.
Oh, Pachacamac, god of life, strike now with thine avenging ray!
Stay! High Priest Huascar! The sun god will not hear your prayers. O magnificent sun! If it is thy will that we should live, give us now a sign!
How dare you call upon this
Oh, sublime Pachacamac! Display thy power, I implore thee! If this sacrifice is not thy will, hide thy shining face from us now!
Oh, poor Tintin. He's gone off his head.
Not at all. Your hat is very chic.
I thank thee, Supreme Majesty! My prayer is answered! The darkness moves across thy face!
But blistering barnacles, he's right! Have I gone crazy too? It's magic!
What's superb, Captain? They look genuinely terrified, and what an idea to wait for a real eclipse.
An eclipse? An eclipse! An eclipse!
An eclipse, that's all it is, Captain.
By Pachacamac. The sun obeys him. Quickly! Set them free!
You see now, Captain? The newspaper.
It's miraculous!
Yes, excellent timing and all in one take, of course.
It always pays to read the stars.
I keep my word, noble strangers. You are free.
Thank you, noble prince. But I have one further request.
Oh, steady on, Tintin.
Ooh, talk about pushing your luck.
In my country, there are 7 learned men who are still, I imagine, in a hypnotic sleep. I beg you to end their suffering.
These men came here like hyenas, plundering our sacred treasures. They deserve the punishment I have meted out.
They did not come to plunder, noble prince of the sun. But in not respecting your ancient laws, they did wrong. I implore you to forgive them, and you have my word they will not violate your tombs again.
So be it. I will put an end to their torment. But for the nobility you have shown, I do this. Not for them. Before you leave, noble stranger, I too have a favor to ask of you.
I know, noble prince of the sun. I swear that I will never reveal to anyone the whereabouts of the Temple of the Sun.
Me too, old salt. May my rum be Russian and my beard be barbecued if I breathe so much as a word.
Me too. I swear I will never act in another film, however glittering the contract Hollywood may offer me. You have my word.
And so, with a burning desire to head for home, we bid farewell to our fiery friends. In the heat of the moment, we'd had quite a scare, but more sparks would soon be flying in The Calculus Affair.
The Prisoners of the Sun starred Richard Pearce as Tintin, Andrew Sachs as Snowy, Lionel Jeffries as Captain Haddock, Stephen Moore as Professor Calculus, with Stephen Thorne as Huascar, Andrew Wincott as Chiquito, Charles Kay and Neil Roberts as Zorino. The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé are dramatised by Simon Eastwood, the music is by Roger Limb, and the programme produced by John York. Tune in next week, same network, same time.
That was Prisoners of the Sun. Here is The Calculus Affair Part 1 and 2.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatised by Simon Eastwood. 3. The Calculus Affair, Part 1.
To the editor, from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, Professor Calculus. Our last great adventure had taken us to the Temple of the Sun in Peru, where we narrowly escaped sacrifice at the hands of the Incas. Now, finally reunited, we decided a week or two of recuperation at Marlinspike Hall was sorely needed. A time of peace and tranquility. Calm and serenity.
Not again. No, not again. Hello? No, madam, I am not Mr. Cuts the Butcher. I am Nestor the Butler. No, madam, this is not Marlinspike 431. This is 421, madam. Not at all, madam. Oh, it's preposterous. That's about the 10th time. Oh, not again. I am not Mr. Cuts the Butcher. I beg your pardon? Oh, excuse me. Captain Haddock. Well, I'm afraid he's not in. He's gone for a walk.
From now on, all I want is my daily stroll. No more travels or adventures, no more careering all around the world. I've had enough of it.
Oh, that's what you say, Captain, but...
No. This time I'm quite serious. All I want now is to settle down in peace and quiet.
Well, if you really mean that, Captain, I'm willing to swap owners.
Oh, shush, Snowy. Quiet.
Yes. Quiet. How quiet it is here. Just listen to it.
Oh, so much for your peace and quiet, Captain. Look over there. Big storm brewing.
Oh, you landlubber. It's just a draft. Well, perhaps we'd better get him back to the house.
It never rains, but it pours.
There it is. Marlinspike Hall. How close we are now to our goal.
That is the summer house, you fool.
Oh.
Anyway, when the moment is right, we will seize him. Then the world will be at our mercy.
Wait. Look over there.
Where?
Under that tree. Someone is spying on them already.
By the whiskers of Corbitash.
Am
I? The Sildavians are onto him too. We will have to deal with that rat as soon as possible.
Telephone, that's all.
Yes, sir, if I must. Hello? No, madam, I am not Mr. Cuts the Butcher. No, madam. Fiddle-dee-dee, madam. That's at least the 20th time.
Quite so, Nestor, but one must always keep one's temper, especially with a lady.
Oh, so speaks Saint Haddock.
And besides, Nestor, you should never telephone during a storm. It's extremely dangerous.
But, sir, she telephoned...
Drink, please, Nestor. The usual. And what about you, my young friend?
Well,
Listen, drink. Well, of course, it's getting closer. That flash of lightning was just outside.
In fact,
Thundering typhoon to the window!
It's incredible!
the funny thing is, it happened after the clap of thunder.
Oh, Miss Rippon, we might just as well be outside. Hello? What? Lamb chops? No, madam, I am not Mr. Cuts the Butcher, and what's more, madam, it is highly dangerous to telephone during a storm.
Yes, Captain Haddock, you are truly one of the great diplomats of this world.
Yes, and the best of luck to you, madam. And what's more...
blast! He's vanished, he's vaporized!
Look, Tintin, I found his shoes.
They're smoking. Oh, Captain, where are you?
Little blue blistering barnacles, get me down from here!
Captain, what are you doing in the chandelier?
Nestor, alert up immediately and block up that thundering window!
Yes, sir, immediately, sir.
Try to keep calm, Captain.
Priceless Chinese fire! You're not telling me it was that blistering lightning?
I just can't make it out.
Nestor, I do not wish to spend the night up here.
Sir, I'm trying to board up the window.
Am I or am I not more important than the window, Nestor?
Captain, do try to keep still or you'll fall.
10,000 something. Now, what on earth is that? By the beard of Neptune, someone get me down from here.
We're trying, Captain.
Oh, sir, what shall I do? The window, the ladder, the door? Shall I open the door?
Of course, Nestor.
Oh, at last. Good evening to you one and all. Jolyon Wag's the name. Insurance is the game. Now, where's the master of the house?
Bollards!
Captain, are you all right?
Oh, talk about bringing the house down.
Just dropped in to say hello, eh? Wag's the name, don't wear it out.
I won't.
Jolyon Wag, Rock Bottom Insurance Company, a delight to meet you, Admiral.
You blundering simpleton. What do you want?
Well, what a mess. And I bet we're not insured, are we?
I am insured against everything under the sun, Mr. Wag. My life's insured against accidents, against hailstorms, rains, floods, tidal waves, and tornadoes. Against cholera, flu, and colds in the head, moths, weevils, and grasshoppers. The whole lot. In fact, sir, the only thing I'm not assured against are foreign agents.
You old humbug, you. Well, that's all settled. I'll send you a policy. No, better still, I'll bring it myself. I've got my forms outside in the old jalopy. Back in a tick. That'll give us a chance to have another chin wag together. Bye for now.
I've gone mad. That's what it is, isn't it? I have gone stark, staring mad.
Calm down, Captain. Now, shouldn't we try and solve the mystery of all this broken glass?
At the moment, I couldn't solve a two-piece jigsaw.
Gunshots.
Oh, well, of course, naturally.
Oh, golly, I think we had a quieter time with the Incas.
They came from outside.
With any luck, they got that insurance man.
Oh, Captain, you are a wag.
Oh, there's someone coming. Oh, it's Professor Calculus. He looks unhurt.
So he's finally emerged from his laboratory.
Thank you. No, I just had a cup.
Oh, Professor, just look at your hat. Excuse me.
Yes, you can try it on if you like.
Oh, look. A bullet's gone right through it.
Oh,
I can't understand it at all. The moths never used to make such big holes as these. Oh, well. Good night.
And good night to you.
No, it's not too tight. It's rather more comfortable now. Thank you.
Quick, Captain. Let's have a look around the park. The gunman might still be out there.
Right. Just let me fetch a torch. It's getting dark.
There's a foreign smell around here.
Calculus must have come along this path, so keep on your guard.
Captain, Snowy's picked up a scent. Come on, let's follow.
Oh, let's hope it's a bone.
Look, a man lying in the undergrowth.
Barnacles, do you think he's...
No, he's alive. His heart's beating faintly. We must send for the police at once.
You stay here while I'll go and telephone him.
Sir, something terrible's happened.
In heaven's name, Nestor, what's the matter now?
Oh, sir, another chandelier. They're dropping like flies.
Later, Nestor. Tell me later.
Hello?
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 The police station?
Hello?
This is
Katz. Hello?
This is Marlin Spike for...
Katz the butcher.
What?
Butcher.
Who? You're Mr. Katz the butcher?
Katz the butcher.
The blistering barnacles, get off the phone!
Let's hope the captain's got through to the police.
Without going through the ceiling.
Oh, the police are on their way.
Good. I've come to fetch some water. The poor fellow wants a drink.
Oh, another vase has broken, sir.
Later, Nestor, later, Nestor, later. Come on, Tintin. We've no time to lose.
He seems to be badly injured, and he talks with a strong foreign accent. Saldavian, I think.
The water might help.
What? His accent?
Here we are, you'll see. Great snakes. He's vanished.
Oh, this is the place.
Absolutely certain. Look, the grass is flattened down. What's Snowy found? Something seems to be in that bush.
Blistering barnacles. Who's in there? Come out before I do something desperate.
Please don't kill me. I wouldn't harm a fly. I'm just a simple fellow.
Thundering typhoons! You don't have to tell me that. Just explain what you're doing down there, Wag.
Me? I was hiding. Somebody tried to murder me. I was walking towards my car, then suddenly, bang, bang. So I said to myself, I said, Jolien, someone's trying to murder me.
Can you blame them?
This must be the police.
Tintin, Thompson and Thompson. Blistering barnacles ask for help, not hindrances.
Ah, gentlemen, Thompson's to the rescue. Precise. Thompsons need rescuing.
Well, that's a good start.
Gentlemen.
The doctor and the ambulance are just behind us. They were breathing down our exhaust pipe.
Right. Yes, well, gentlemen, this might be a little confusing.
If you don't mind, Tintin, we'll handle this investigation. Absolutely. We make excellent hands. First of all, where's the casualty?
Here I am, Jolien Wag. That's me.
You've been shot?
Me? No.
Aha, you can't fool us.
Listen, this man is not the victim. The victim, for some reason, has vanished.
Then why were you pretending to be the victim?
Precisely. But I am the victim. I was shot at. So I said to myself, Jolien...
Do shut up! They weren't firing at him, but the shot must have whistled past him. In fact, one went through Calculus's hat.
And what was Calculus doing out on his own? Especially at this time of night. In a hat.
Right.
No. Blistering barnacles. Calculus had been working. The point is, he came back to the hole with a house in his hat. I mean...
Just as I thought. Right. He was hiding the gun in his hat. Exactly.
That's it. Snowy, you take over. Snowy, Tintin. Thundering typhoons, where have they got to? Snowy!
Go on, Snowy, seek him out.
How would you smell without me, Tintin? Don't tell me. Terrible.
Well done, Snowy. Now I see. The wounded man got through this hole in the hedge, which leads onto the main road.
He must have been an alien. He's been beamed up.
Oh, you've lost the scent, eh, Snowy? I can guess why. Tyre marks. He was picked up by a car waiting for him. There's nothing to be done. Come on, let's get back to the others.
So the glass just broke by itself. And you think our theory about Calculus is far-fetched?
Blistering barnacles, you nitwitted gherkins. Why would Calculus hide a gun in his hat?
Still discussing the finer points of the case, I see.
Where have you sprung from?
Snowy picked up a scent, but it didn't lead anywhere. I suggest we go back to the house. We can talk things over more easily there.
That I doubt very much.
We ruffled his feathers.
The Sildavian will trouble us no more.
No more.
Now no one can stand in our way.
Good morning, Tintin. Captain?
Morning.
Good morning, Cuthbert. Why are you packed? Are you going away?
No. I'm just going away. Have you seen my umbrella? I'm flying to Geneva, where I'm taking part in a congress on nuclear physics.
You never mentioned it before.
No, not law. Physics. Here it is. Very important, my umbrella.
Don't tell me, in case it rains.
Possibly, but it's heating up very nicely. Now, I'll just be gone for 2 or 3 days. I must go now. I'm walking to the station. I've just got time to catch the 11:42 train. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
No, I'm not going to fly. I'm catching the train. Why does nobody...
Well, that's one person who's quite unconcerned by all this business.
I know. And that's what doesn't make sense.
So, when he passes the car, I'll open the door and drag him in. You put your foot on the throttle and we'll be far away.
Right. Here he comes now. I have the chloroform ready. It is not a pleasant smell.
No, you idiot! Don't smell it!
What? Oh, yes.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
I say...
Yes?
You're not going to the station by any chance, are you?
Well, You see,
no room for 3. Well, it was worth asking. Good day to you.
So, what's the idea of us coming here?
Well, I've been thinking about this business, and one thing struck me. The glass breaking only occurred when Calculus was out. Or to be more accurate, when he was in here working.
In a nutshell, you suggest our friend Cuthbert is responsible for all these incidents. That's ridiculous.
I'm not suggesting anything, Captain. I'm simply trying to work it out.
Someone's been smoking in here.
Thundering typhoon. Look at that apparatus.
A giant radar dish. Calculus has certainly been working hard. I say, Captain, can you smell anything?
It's just tobacco, that's all.
Well, yes, but Calculus doesn't smoke.
Blistering barnacles, that's quite right.
Calculus's office is in that side room, isn't it? Let's have a look.
Careful, Tintin.
Out of my way, boy.
What the?
Watch out, Captain, he's got a cosh!
Whoa there, my fine friend. Nobody gets past. I had a...
Oh, golly.
Get off my bottom, dog!
Oh, too late. Confounded, he's got away. Poor Captain. And you, poor Snowy.
I'm done by bad luck.
Don't worry, boy, you'll be okay. Oh, look what fell out of that thug's pocket when Snowy ripped it. Ignition key. And look what's written here in pencil on this packet of cigarettes.
What is it? Geneva? Hotel Cornova. By thunder, that's the hotel in Geneva where Cuthbert usually stays.
Exactly. Captain, something tells me the Professor's in danger in Geneva. I'm going over to join him.
But we've only just rescued
I
him.
suppose you think I'll let you go alone? Nonsense. I'm coming with you.
Right.
Come on, to Geneva.
Not so fast. Hands up.
What the?
Fooled you properly that time, didn't I, me hearty?
Wag!
That's my name. Don't wear it out. Hands up. The old gag never fails. Brought round your insurance policy, Admiral.
Billions of blue blistering barnacles, Wag. Tell me something. Buffoon, have you taken out a life insurance?
As a matter of fact, I haven't, Old Bean.
Well, Old Bean, unless you get out of my way, I suggest you do. Tintin, get me out of here. Geneva's going to be a holiday after this.
Hello? Hello, Hotel Cornaville?
Ja, ze.
Herr Schrinkoff, please.
Just ons.
Thank you. Hello, Stefan?
Igor.
Yes, it's me. Look, you better get a move on. The professor's friends have just left by air for Geneva. I suggest a welcoming committee is in order.
We touched down in Geneva and made our way directly to the Hotel Cornavin, only to discover Professor Calculus had taken the train to Nyon. I inquired if he had made any calls since his arrival. He had, 2 to the same number. I immediately called inquiries and obtained the name and address. Alfredo Topolino, 57A, Rue de Saint-Sergue, Nyon. Surely this was the Professor's destination. The Captain Snowy and I hopped in a taxi, praying that we would not be too late. Captain, at all costs we must warn the Professor of the danger he's in. If necessary, we'll have to kidnap him.
Well, Sherlock, let's hope no one else has got the same idea.
Do you know who I had in my taxi the other day?
Oh, Mr. Barnacle's not one of them.
Bianca Castafiore, the Milanese nightingale. What a voice! What stature!
What rubbish.
I say, that black Citroen's getting a bit close for comfort.
I know. Couldn't believe it. In the flesh.
And you survived?
She is on a European tour.
Captain, that car's nudging into us. It's pushing us onto the verge.
People say she's stronger than she used to be. But do you know what? I think she's better.
Oh, the blistering barnacle!
Help! We're swimming way out into the lake! Help!
Do you say something?
As our taxi plunged headlong into the lake, I thought our time was surely up. A crowd gathered around our sinking car. But after what seemed an eternity, we managed to free ourselves and swim back to the water's edge. The large and friendly crowd hauled us out of the water.
I saw it all. The old dogs, they swam deliberately.
If they wanted to push you into the lake, they couldn't have done better.
Look, thank you for all your kind help, but there's something I must ask you to do for me. Could someone please give us a lift to Nyon? It's terribly urgent.
No problem.
You got the car.
I'll take
The
them.
way I see you, Castafiore is the best is still to come.
The door's open. It's peculiar.
I know who this belongs to.
Oh, look in the stand.
What?
Calculus's umbrella.
Why?
Oh, well done, Snowy. Now, this absolutely proves it. He certainly came here. Let's hope we're not too late. Perhaps he's still about.
I'd better take this with me.
Let's have a look in this room.
So, Stefan, they survived their little swim.
Indeed, but they'll soon wish they'd never come up for air.
All right you are, Stefan, all right you are.
Not a soul. What's that on the table?
Ooh. Bottle. 2 glasses. Someone was expecting us.
I was referring to the book.
Oh.
German Research in World War II. It's by an American scientist. I say.
What?
Captain, this is extraordinary. There's a picture here of a machine exactly the same as the one we found in Calculus's laboratory.
Oh.
Great snakes. What? In the ashtray here. A cigarette.
Well, there's a turn-up for the books.
No, look at the brand.
What?
See here? It's the same as the packet dropped in Calculus's laboratory by that intruder.
Blistering barnacles, so it is.
Oh, listen. Thumping.
Oh, they really should get their plumbing seen too.
Something's knocking against the central heating pipes.
Oh.
Let's have a look in the cellar.
It's more like a coal bunker.
Careful. It could be a trap.
Wondering typhoons. This man's been bound and gagged.
Hold still. I'll try to untie you. Who are you?
Sapristi! I'm Professor Topolino. I've been brutally assaulted and thrown into the cellar. Just wait till I see that monster Calculus again.
Calculus a monster?
Yes, Calculus. You know the scoundrel.
Sir, Calculus is our best friend, and I refuse to allow...
Oh, sir, he's a friend of yours. My heartiest congratulations. What delightful people to know. Anyway, who are you? What you're doing in my house?
Oh, yes, we do owe you an explanation. But shall we do that upstairs when you've cleaned up a bit?
Very interesting.
What a delightful bottle of wine you have here, Professor.
Oh, yes. Before I forget, this pack of cigarettes, do you know the brand?
That's the brand Boris smokes.
And who is Boris?
Boris? He's my servant. He smokes very little, and only those cigarettes, he gets them direct from Buduria.
All that coal dust has made me dreadfully thirsty.
Yes, from Buduria. Boris is a Budurian. Where is he?
He left the house yesterday evening. They sent a telegram. His mother has just been taken ill.
Oh, what a fine year. Do you have a corkscrew?
Captain, I think I'm beginning to understand.
Yes, but he isn't.
Anyway, what's your story, Professor?
Well, it's like this. About a month ago, I had the first letter from Calculus.
I'm sure he would have rare distinction.
He wrote to say that he was on the verge of a sensational discovery in the field of ultrasonics. As I am a specialist in the subject, he sought my advice. Last week, another letter arrived. He had succeeded. Able now to destroy glass from a distance, he realized his invention's potential to destroy planes, tanks, even oil buildings. He was most alarmed and wished to talk to me. Today, I managed to see him.
This bottle was intended for him?
Exactly, but help yourself. This afternoon, Calculus arrived a little earlier than I expected, and we began to chat. Then I bent down to pick up some papers. I looked it up, and there was Calculus brandishing a kush. Then I came to in the cellar, bound and gagged.
Got it. Professor, I have a photograph here. Do you know this man?
Never seen him before. Who is he?
Calculus. The one and only Calculus. So it wasn't him who knocked you out. It was someone else masquerading as the Professor. As I see it, your servant Boris discovered Calculus's letter to you and tipped off his country's secret service.
So, that's how it happened.
I'm looking forward to this.
Now, Stefan, you're sure the timing mechanism hasn't stopped?
Don't panic, only a few seconds to go, and then don't worry, no, the house will be no more. The whole bunch will be wiped out in one stroke.
Well, gentlemen, your good health.
Miraculous escape. The house of Professor Topolino was today a mass of rubble and debris. Yet the 4 occupants, Captain Haddock still clutching a wine bottle, Tintin, the famous boy reporter, Professor Topolino himself, and a little black terrier called Snowy, were discovered with only minor wounds. Foul play is suspected. It was truly a miraculous escape. Cricket.
A miraculous escape indeed. It seemed we had been making life difficult for spies and kidnappers, and they had tried to eliminate us. We discharged ourselves from hospital and telephoned Nestor for any news.
Yes, sir. They've caught him. The wounded man in the grounds. He's Sildavian.
So, the Sildavian espionage had also got wind of Professor Calculus's invention. Now we had 2 enemies on our hands. We decided to visit the Bordurian embassy under the cover of darkness. It was time to go into action.
This is a novel way of approaching an embassy. In a rowing boat in the middle of the night with Haddock spraying mosquitoes.
Bloodsuckers. Man-eating pests. Lucky I bought this spray.
Don't make a sound, Captain. We're nearly there.
Wait. Just a few more sprays. I can hear a big one. Sorry, helicopter.
It's landing on the front lawns of the embassy. We'll moor the boat by that tree and have a look. Look over there. Coming from the embassy. Oh, crumbs. The man in the middle. There's no mistaking that silhouette.
That's Cuthbert, all right.
They're going to put him aboard the helicopter.
This is it, lad. We've got to grab him now, or it's too late.
How am I supposed to grab anyone with an umbrella in my mouth?
After 3. 1.
What the?
2.
Thundering typhoons. What's happening?
Oh, great snakes. A gang running across the lawn. Sildavians, I bet.
They're snatching Calculus from the Bordurians.
But that should be us.
They've got him.
They're putting him aboard a motorboat.
What a struggle.
What a fight.
Oh, these 2 sports commentators.
Oh, Captain, I've got an idea. Quick while no one's looking. Come on.
What are you doing, boy?
Trust me, Captain. Trust me.
Trust me, he says. Trust me.
We're catching up with them. You can see their weight clearly.
Tintin, have you ever flown a helicopter before?
Never, but it's easy once you get the hang of it. Oh, yes, it's them, all right. They're heading for France.
Oh, why didn't we take the rowing boat?
Another few seconds and we'll be above them.
Twisting articles, shoot again.
Oh, great snakes! One bullet on target and we're done for. Captain, the radio, they're beside you. We must radio for help.
Hello? SOS. Police. Calling the police.
Oh, come on, Captain.
Hello? SOS. Calling the police.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. 4. The Calculus Affair, Part 2.
To the editor from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, world domination. Professor Calculus had perfected an ultrasonic instrument capable of destroying glass from a distance. Its potential to be developed into a deadly weapon was obvious. And so, having got wind of this, the Bordurian Secret Service had kidnapped the professor. But now, the Sildavian Secret Service, Borduria's sworn enemies, had snatched the professor from their grasp and were heading for France by motorboat. Under a barrage of bullets and with Captain Haddock and Snowy by my side, I was in hot pursuit, piloting a helicopter through the dark of the night.
Hello! SOS! Calling the police! This is an emergency! I repeat, this is an emergency!
If I drop back now, we'll lose
Oh,
the
no.
darkness, but if a bullet makes contact, we're done.
SOS!
This is SB31 answering. Please identify yourself.
Oh, hooray! A radio ham. This is Captain Haddock, and
What? No, it's not possible.
what? No.
This is Julian Waring at Rock Bottom Insurance. Blow me. Haddock, old man.
Thundering typhoons, it can't be.
So you're another radio ham. That takes a biscuit, as my Uncle Anatole used to say.
It is. Now listen, Mr. Wag. You must warn the police at once. We are in a helicopter flying over Lake Geneva, and we are following a motorboat containing Professor Calculus. He has been kidnapped, Wag. And get a move on. Boat's just reached the shore. It's hidden by the trees. What are they doing? Oh, headlights. I see. They must be putting Calculus into a car. There they go. Thundering typhoons.
You should be a commentator. Anyone would think it was for real.
No. Rise, vamos, you.
The wife's calling me, caught me extra gain. Cheers, you old rascal. I'll be round with the policies in a couple of days.
Wag! Come back!
Look, the petrol gauge is down to 0. The bullet must have pulled the tank. The only thing we can do is land on the road in front of the car and force it to stop.
Fabulous!
Oh no, she's misfiring. I've only got one chance to land.
Oh, come on, lad, you're nearly there.
Yes, we go. Bang! In the middle of the road. Hooray!
Oh, blistering barnacles, let me out of this thing. Here they come, by thunder. We've got them now.
Here, take a gun, Captain.
Right.
Courtesy of the helicopter. They're bound to be armed.
Oh, let's hope their bite's less bad than their bark. No, that's wrong. Perhaps their less is bad than their bark.
Come on, Snowy. Action stations. Come on, Captain. Let's sort them out.
I'm right behind you.
And I'm right behind you.
What do you think you're playing
Put your hands up.
If you insist. But may I be so bold as to ask what you want?
Calculus, now hand him over.
Calculus? And what might that be? A plant? An animal?
You know as well as we do.
I have never heard of your candy floss.
Very funny. Now open the boot.
There. Now there's your coelacanth. Inside the spare wheel, I suppose.
I don't understand.
Look, Tintin, over there.
Oh, great snakes. And with military markings, too. That's where they must have put Calculus, which means that we...
Come back, you! Laggards! Front to the night!
Oh, it's no use, Captain. They were just a decoy. Calculus has slipped through our fingers.
Oh, Tintin, what do we do now?
Well, it was a Sildavian Air Force plane. We must go back to Geneva and take the first plane to Sildavia.
Right.
Captain, we've no time to lose.
Look, Stefan, the 2 foreign dogs.
You mean 3 foreign dogs, Stefan? Quick, we must telephone Colonel Sponge. He will be most interested.
Possible flight to Sildavia.
2 seats for Klaus, sir. Certainly. The plane leaves in 2 hours' time.
Thank you. What's the matter, Snowy? Where's the captain?
Oh, I recognize those 2 thugs. They're Bordurians.
There you are. Now, blistering barnacles, listen to this report in the newspaper. It's incredible. A Bordurian Air Ministry communique reports that a Sildavian military aircraft has been intercepted by fighters whilst flying over Bordurian territory and forced to land.
Oh, great snakes. This changes everything. That must be the plane Calculus was in. And now he's fallen into Bordurian hands again. They never give up, do they?
No.
There was no time to lose. While I changed our tickets for Shod in Borduria, Captain Haddock telephoned home to Marlinspike. After one full start...
Good morning, can I help you?
Hello, is that you, Nestor?
No, this is Guts the Butcher speaking. What can I do for you, sir?
A dozen sausages, please. Blistering barnacles.
And then another.
All I need now is to be put through to Wag.
Hello, Jolien Wag speaking.
thundering typhoons, I'm going mad.
Well, this is a proper lark, eh? You didn't half give me a laugh with your helicopter chat.
What are you doing in my house, Wag, you buffoon?
Well, it turned out nice, so I brought the wife for a little visit to your country seat.
Wag, put me onto Nestor immediately.
The captain finally got through, but there was bad news in store for us.
Yes, sir. All the Professor's apparatus has been stolen.
What?
Including that peculiar radar dish.
Blistering barnacles! Did you send for the police, Nestor?
Yes, sir. The police came this morning.
Oh, that's a relief.
Not really, sir. It was the Thompsons.
Things couldn't be worse. If it was the Bordurians who had carried out this dastardly deed, then they now had both Calculus and his equipment. Their potential to hold the world to ransom was only too obvious. We had to stop them.
2 tickets for Jaunt. Certainly, sir.
Bon voyage, gentlemen. We're only too delighted to give up our seats, eh, Stefan?
Only too delighted, Stefan. They will be Borduria's very special guests.
Come on, Captain. There were 2 last-minute cancellations to Jod. We've got a plane to catch.
So what's new?
I think I swore I'd never do this again.
Flight 216 from Geneva is now disembarking at gate number 2.
Well, we've made it to shot. What's next?
I'll take Cuthbert's umbrella out of my mouth before I develop a permanent grin.
I'm not sure, Captain, but I can tell you I'm relieved. I thought the airport police might have been warned about our arrival.
Oh, ye have little faith.
Stop!
What's that you were saying, Captain?
You, Captain Haddock.
Yes?
You, Tintin.
Yes.
You, Doggy. You come with me, please. My officer won't talk to you. Gentlemen, we of the High Command are assembled today to hear about a remarkable discovery. After protracted research, Bordurian scientists have succeeded in perfecting a weapon that will make H-bombs and ballistic missiles as obsolete as pikes and muskets. The day is not far off, gentlemen, when this weapon will make the people of Borduria and their glorious leader, ruler Kurvitash...
Hooray! Kurvitash!
Hooray! Masters of the world! Follow me, gentlemen, into the chamber!
Ah, Captain, this is a great privilege for us. We in Borduria salute you. Hear that glorious interplanetary flight. Hooray!
Bless you.
And you too, Mynheer Tintin. The ancient traditions of Bordurian hospitality demand that we ensure your absolute comfort and safety.
We're overwhelmed.
2 interpreters will therefore accompany you during your stay here. They will take you wherever you may wish to go, and at whatever time. These gentlemen, chronic and clumsy.
This is a happy day. To be exact. Happy birthday.
Golly, Borduria's answer to the Thompson twins.
Are entirely at your service. They will take you to the Hotel Snore, where rooms are booked for you. I wish you a pleasant stay. Hurrah!
Bless you.
Now, gentlemen of the High Command, I invite you to give your undivided attention to this screen. Here you see on this screen, challenging the world with these gigantic skyscrapers, is a great transatlantic city, capital of the enemies of Kurvitash.
Amen! Kurvitash!
Hooray! Comrades, at our command, this city is doomed. In a few seconds, it will be reduced to nothing more than rubble. Hooray!
Well, we're prisoners all right, Snowy, and make no mistake about it. And if my feelings are correct, then we haven't got much time.
Well, at least I can put this umbrella down.
This might be the Hotel Schnorr's answer to a suite at the Hilton, but it doesn't make any difference. It's a gilded cage. What now?
Oh, personally, I think it makes a big difference. I'm going to have a dip in the jacuzzi.
Hello, Tintin speaking.
Blistering barnacles, I say that at the first opportunity we ditch those 2 coleoptera.
Oh, you're referring to those 2 butterflies you caught by the lake in Geneva.
What?
They aren't Coleoptera, Captain. They're Lepidoptera.
Blistering barnacles, are you seasick, man?
No, don't worry about the butterflies, Captain. Let's talk about the simply wonderful hospitality of this exquisite country. Above all, how shall I put it, their friendliness, which is entirely, friendly.
Yes, but look here,
Right, I'll just leave you to untangle your tongue, Captain. But don't forget, we go down to dinner in an hour.
Gentlemen! Your enthusiasm is not misplaced. Now, one push of this button, and... You see those tall buildings swaying on their foundations. They're cracking, disintegrating, toppling and crumbling to dust. A once proud city, the heart of the evil empire, so long pitted against the glorious Curvitash. Am I? Wiped out from the face of the earth. Am I, Curvitash?
How can I make the captain understand that our telephone is bound to be tapped?
Call him back and tell him.
Snowy, tonight at dinner, the captain and I are going to have to deal with our hosts, Chronic and Clumsy.
We must keep calm, gentlemen. And above all, we must be patient. The great city which you saw disintegrating before your eyes was, for the time being, no more than this model of glass and china. Have faith, gentlemen. This miniature city was destroyed from a distance by the machine you see here. It is an ultrasonic instrument. Up to now, it is only effective against glass and china. But in the near future, we shall be able to destroy at long range bricks and steel. Good glory is at hand, gentlemen. And when our hour strikes, then the enemies of Borduria and our great ruler, Curvitash... Am I? Now, where am I? What? Oh, yes. Our enemies will be stricken with terror before our annihilating power!
I say, they are having quite a party at table 7.
That's the first bottle they ordered for me.
Blistering barnacles, gentlemen. Drink up. We've another bottle to get through.
I'm no fool. You want to make us tight, huh? To find out where is Professor Calculus is.
Don't worry about Calculus, Chronic. He'll have to shift for himself.
That's right. It's the Colonel Schwanz. He's the only one who knows.
Let's forget silly old Calculus. Yes, it's time for bed.
Good idea, Captain. Don't you think so, Chronic?
Absolutely. We will escort you to your rooms immediately.
All set, Captain.
Sober as a judge, unfortunately.
The most impressive speech, Colonel. Most impressive.
Indeed, Major, talk of annihilating power has quite whet my appetite. Would you like a crepe stick? They're delicious.
Colonel Sponge, sir. You are wanted on telephone.
Thank you. Excuse me, Major. Hello, Colonel Sponge speaking. Oh, it's you, Leslie. What? They've escaped? They lock Chronicle Clumsy in the laundry cupboard? Fire them at once. Our guests were last seen heading for the opera? Good. I'll arrange a full security inspection. We'll smoke them out. While I'm about it, I'll go and hear the Castafiore. Am I? Well, well. A night at the opera, indeed.
Dog up, jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. She was worse than a strangled foghorn.
You're right.
Yes.
Oh, look, Captain, it's hopeless. The exits are stiff with policemen. They're obviously onto us. Let's try to slip out through the stage door.
Right.
Right, we've made it backstage.
I'm seriously thinking of donating Cuthbert's umbrella to the props department.
Surely nothing can get in our way now.
Why, look who's here. It is Tintin.
Castafiore, quick, let's give ourselves up.
Hello, my dear young friend. You have come to congratulate me with this fisherman, Mr.
Haddock.
Charmant, I am sure. Now come into my dressing room.
Must we?
Yes. I cannot leave my admirers in the passage. Now come along in.
Oh, she hasn't noticed me.
And you too, my little Snoopy.
Cheek.
Such a success, was it not? One of the greatest triumphs of my career. What applause. Especially for the jewel song. They were in ecstasies, were they not, Mr. Paddock?
Haddock, madam.
Oh, they will not leave me alone for a momenti. Oh, the joy. Oh, well. Come in.
Signora, it's Colonel Sponge. He wishes to pay his respects.
Thundering barnacles.
But of course, show him in, girl. Poor Irma, such a delicate flower.
Just a minute, Signora. The Colonel... Oh, listen, I'll explain everything later, but at all costs he mustn't find us in here.
Dio, my poor lamb in trouble. What shall we do?
Sing, that'll keep him away.
Irma? Yes? My poor petal. Keep the gentleman one momenti, please. Now, what shall we do? Quick! In my wardrobe, my little ones. Right. Behind this curtain.
We owe you, Castafiore.
There. Show the cannel in, my Irma.
Am I?
Oh, bless you, Colonel. Irma, get a tissue for the man.
Ma'am, I am deeply honored to find myself in the company of the celebrated diva, the voice that warms the living.
Looks the dead, more like.
Why, Colonel, you make the madam blush.
I didn't think that was possible.
Shh, Captain. Take the Colonel's hat and coat, Irma dear.
Signora.
Thank you.
Sure.
Nobody breathe from now on.
Right, fine.
Madam, I have reason to believe you. Colonel. Hurry!
Oh, bless you. Another tissue, Irma.
Sir, my apologies. We've ordered to search the upper house on top to bottom for two foreigners by the power of curvitage. Hurry!
Dio, there must be a bug.
Is that so, you fool? I suppose you think you'll find them in here, you dunderheaded nitwit.
No, sir.
About turn before I explode.
What?
Oh, dear, I recommend you all to take the hot lemon and the honey and an early night.
Out!
Oh, such a command, Colonel, such a force. You make me feel like a delicate flower.
That must be a first.
Please excuse these numbskulls, ma'am. They're hunting for two spies.
Enemies of the great Curvitage?
Am I?
Oh, bless you. Spies? Do tell me more, Colonel. I simply adore spy stories.
Spies? A bare-faced liar.
Captain, this could be very interesting.
Well, I shouldn't, but...
Come, you handsome brute. Tell me.
Well, it's this way. Our Secret Service have managed to invite to Bordeaux a foreign professor, originator of a sensational discovery. A secret weapon that, once perfected, will give us world supremacy.
Oh, my.
Am I? Excuse me.
Carry on, Colonel.
However, the perfecting of it depends very much on the professor. And up till now, the foreign dog...
Excuse me, I have not eaten.
Of course, madame. Up till now, the foreign dog has refused to give us detailed drawings of his plans. His reason? He doesn't want his invention used for warlike purposes, I ask you.
Oh, these professores.
Currently, he is imprisoned in the impregnable fortress of Bachin, and by the whiskers of Corvitage...
Am I?
Bless you. Oh, am I? He'll stay there till he decides to surrender his plans.
I am sure, faced with a man such as yourself, he will no doubt submit in the end.
For his own sake he should, and should he come to his senses, and to show that I am indeed a reasonable man, I have a signed order for his release in my coat pocket, even as we now speak.
His coat pocket, eh?
Tomorrow he will have to choose. Either he gives up his plans and is released, or He'll never be heard of again.
But why, Colonel? Supposing he gives up his plans and you release him, what happens when he returns home to reveal all?
I've foreseen that. If we set the professor free, it will be in the presence of the International Red Cross. He'll have to declare in front of them that he came to Borduria of his own free will to offer us his plans. I have passes for these 2 representatives in my coat pocket also.
Is that so, Colonel
Oh, how clever, how brilliante, how imaginative. I am sure Carvitage, Gesundheit, would be most proud of you.
No more than he would be proud to know a woman as beautiful as you.
Beautiful, am I?
Have I? Oh, I am gossiping, and time passes. If I may dare to presume, my wife is giving a small party for some friends tonight, and it would give me great pleasure if you would agree to come just as you are and sing for us.
But of course. Irma, the Colonel's coat and mine.
Yes, Signora.
It would be a great honor if you would take my arm, madam.
The honor is mine. And don't forget to wrap up well, Colonel. We don't want you making that cold anymore.
Phew, they're gone.
That time too. Blistering barnacles.
I think we have everything we need now, Captain.
We don't ever drink.
You don't need one to join the Red Cross.
Oh, God.
Tomorrow we visit the fortress of the Bacchine. Good old Castafiore, she's handed calculus to us on our plate.
Hello, Colonel Sponge's office. 2 representatives from the International Red Cross. It's quite all right, Major. I made them out myself. And the order for release, yeah. Yes, Major, that's quite all right, too. Yeah, the Colonel signed it yesterday morning, yes. Chief is here. Oh, he sounds in good form this morning. Must go.
What's the news? Any trace of Calculus's friends?
Oh, nothing at all, Colonel. Not a sign of them.
I wonder where those 2 artful dodgers managed to hide.
Major Kaduk just called.
Kaduk, that old boy.
He wanted to know if the order you signed releasing Professor Calculus was official.
By the whiskers of Kurvitash! Have I? When a document bears my signature, is it or is it not official?
Yes, Colonel, that's exactly what I told him.
You did say the order releasing Professor Calculus?
Oh, yes, Colonel.
But I have said here in my... The papers. They've been stolen! Sound the alarms! By the whiskers of Kurvitash! And I sound the maximum alert!
Yes, Captain. It's me, Haddock. And that's Tintin, driving us to safety.
Make tea, splendid idea. But, Captain, you and Tintin have aged almost beyond recognition. Have I been away that long?
No, you won't go. We're in disguise as representatives of the Red Cross. Biggest joke is that Colonel Spons himself provided the means of your escape. All we had to do was to take the papers from his coat pocket.
We're going like a rocket. Why, look, my umbrella. Snowy, you've saved the day. My umbrella, my precious umbrella.
Oh, of course, I was keeping it for a rainy day.
Who cares about your umbrella? Calculus, you're free.
I wouldn't start counting your chickens. We haven't reached the frontier yet, and if our little bluff is discovered before we're across...
I'm not cross, I'm ecstatic. For you see, inside my umbrella...
Motorbike! They're onto it.
What did I tell you? They've raised the alarm.
Blistering barnacles. What do we do now?
Oh, tourists! Captain, yes. I'll clip the roof at the back.
Right.
When you've done that, I'll let go at the front.
Right. There are none.
I'm going to let the wood go. Ready? Geronimo!
Bingo! Blistering barnacles. They're both down in the dish.
Still taking the hood off whilst travelling at this speed. Anyway, as I was saying, inside my umbrella, I still watch carefully. I grasp the handle and so.
Look, the frontier! We're coming to the frontier!
The frontier!
Yeah, whatever happened to the tea?
Oh, but wait. Oh, crumbs, we're cornered this time. They've set up a barricade. We can't possibly get through.
Blistering barnacles, we can't surrender now.
There's only one chance.
What?
That barn to the left of the barricade.
Yes.
If we ram the door, we might get through to the other side.
Right.
Let's hope nothing's blocking it.
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I grasped the handle.
Here we go!
We've made it. We've crossed the frontier. Is everyone okay?
Oh, just about.
Never felt better.
How about you, Cuthbert?
What about my shirt? I do wish you would concentrate for the third time. I grasp the handle and unscrew it. There. And hey, presto! What do we see?
Absolutely nothing.
My plans. They've gone. But I'm quite certain that I can't believe it.
You mean you've been barking up the wrong tree?
Douglas, look at me. You mean you never had the plans with you anyway? You stupid, clear-eared old goat!
No, they're not in my coat. I've checked the pockets.
You mean calculus? We've been through all this for absolutely no reason at all. I've had all I can take. Thundering typhoons. I'm going home to a little peace and quiet. Wag! What are you doing in my house?
Look who's here. The ancient mariner himself.
Millions of blistering barnacles, Wag. What do you think you're playing at?
Me? Well, it turned out nice, and your little place was vacant, so I popped in for a few days. Don't worry, I've only taken the lounge. With my little broom. Back in the mode.
I've gone mad. That's it, isn't it? You flaming jack in the box!
Chicken pox at your age? Goodness, but that's very serious. I say, old chum, I've just thought of something. All that clutter in your laboratory, is it insured? Very well, thank you, but I'm worried about the captain. He has chicken pox. Chicken pox? He'd better go and live in a hen coop. Chicken pox. Chicken pox. But as infectious chicken pox is. As infectious, Martha! Martha, grab the kids and going over once!
And so Professor Calculus saved the day. Once again, peace and solitude settled over Marlinspike Hall, with no more breaking glass or unexpected visitations. But there would be little time for fun and larks before our next adventure, the Red Sea Sharks.
The Calculus Affair, Part 2, starred Richard Pearce as Tintin, Andrew Sachs as Snowy, Lionel Jeffries as Captain Haddock, Stephen Moore as Professor Calculus, and Charles Kay as Cuts the Butcher, with Stephen Thorne as Nestor, Linda Polan as Castafiore, Melanie Hudson as Irma, and John Fleming as the Bordurian officer. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé are dramatized by Simon Eastwood, the music is by Roger Lim, and the program is produced by John York. Tune in next week, same network, same time.
That was the Calculus Affair Part 1 and 2. Here's Parts 1 and 2 of The Red Sharks.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. 5. The Red Sea Sharks, Part 1.
To the editor from Tintin, Famous Boy Reporter. Subject, arms smuggling. With Borduria's quest for world supremacy now put to rest, life at home was gradually returning to normal. Professor Calculus's inventions were of the small and harmless variety. Rest and recreation were the order of the day, but knowing our record, could danger and intrigue be far away. Marvellous film, eh, Captain?
So. Chap who played the lead was quite a good actor.
He looked like General Alcazar, don't you think?
Possibly. Not mad. No, I mean, if you want my opinion, the end was too improbable. I mean, the old uncle hasn't seen his nephew for 20 years. He starts thinking about him. The door opens, and hey presto, who's there? The nephew. Preposterous.
Stranger things have happened, Captain.
Yeah, on Jupiter. Take your General Alcazar. He's completely vanished from our lives. Well, are you seriously asking me to believe that if I think about that revolutionary maniac, he'll pop up like a jack-in-a-box? Just like that, bingo.
Captain, watch out!
Here, you misguided missile, you. Can't you look where you're...
It's General Alcazar.
Tintin!
Well,
It's extraordinary. The Captain and I were just this minute talking about you.
Okay, of me.
Yes, of you, weren't we, Captain?
Vaguely.
And then up you popped, like a jack-in-the-box.
Don't rub it in, boy.
It's incredible. But tell me, General, what are you doing nowadays?
Throwing knives or overthrowing governments, or both?
See, I travel, but por favor, excuse me, please, in mucho hurry. Already late for appointment. I go now.
Oh, what a pity. At all events, here's my address. Where can we find you, General?
Now I go. Adios, amigo.
Oh, but General...
Blistering barnacles. He was in a chatty mood, wasn't he, your Alka-Seltzer?
Yes, very. Oh, well. Oh, look, he's dropped his wallet.
Oh.
General...
Yes? Oh, not me.
Oh, where's he gone?
What can we do to return it to the idiot?
Oh, perhaps there's a clue in it.
Oh, that's good thinking. And we'd better sit down, examine it.
Righto, Captain.
Yes, I think you'll find the light is much better in that bar over the road.
Can I get you anything, gentlemen?
Bring us, let me see now.
2 glasses of ginger beer.
Thank you, sir.
What the...
Always best to keep a clear head, Captain. Now then, let's see what's inside here.
Oh, yeah. Yippee, ginger beer. Let's...
Pound notes, French and Belgian money, a hotel bill, 4-leaf clover, lottery ticket from Oh, in fact, nothing to give us a lead.
Why did I just ask for a whiskey? My mind went completely blank.
Oh, and in this envelope, photos of aircraft. Queer, isn't it, Captain?
Not as queer as ordering ginger beer.
Aha. Now, this time I think we're on to something. Dear sir, please telephone the above number between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Ask for Mr. Debret. Regards, JDMC.
I don't suppose there's anything so straightforward in it as an address.
No such luck. But I'll go and ring up the number on the off chance. You never know.
Yes, you do that. Meanwhile, I'll wait with bated breath for my ginger beer.
Hello, is that Mr. Debret?
Who wants to know?
Oh, I'm a friend of General Alcazar.
I never heard of him. Now...
well, you see, sir, I found his wallet.
I tell you, sir, I am not Mr. Debret. I don't know you, General Alhambra, and I'm not interested in your story. Goodbye.
Well, there's politeness for you.
Now, waiter, get me a sailor's drink. This is for landlubbers.
Bilgewater, sir?
Whiskey, man, whiskey.
Very well, sir.
Well, that's that.
Yeah, how'd you get on?
Very odd. They don't seem to have heard of him at that number. Oh. It's too bad. We'd better be getting home to Marlinspike.
Your sailor's drink, sir.
Whiskey?
Yeah, I was trying to sober up. The ginger beer was starting to go to my head. Yes, well, you might have let me finish it.
Oh, I wasn't stopping you, Captain.
How odd. The front door's open. Blistering barnacles. What's Snowy wearing?
Oh, good heavens, my poor Snowy. Who's done this to you?
He tied this hat onto my head and he tied this sheet onto my back and called me Super Dog.
I'm going inside to get to the bottom of this. On the other side of this door, someone's going to get it in the neck. No! Billions of blue blistering barnacles. Who's the thundering son of a seeker going to put the bucket over the door? Last door, last door.
Are you all right, Captain?
Does it look like it? Someone get this thundering bucket off my head.
Still here, Tintin, and you'll strike again. I know it.
The lights have gone out.
Oh, really? I wouldn't know. Nestor, where are you?
Silence, or I'll shoot you.
What? Thundering typhoons. Someone's put a gun in my back.
It's him. I can smell him.
What do you want with us, whoever you are?
I want
Sweets and cakes and hot dogs.
What?
You called, sir? Oh, the lights are out.
Nestor, is that you?
One moment, sir. Oh, and then the light.
For that, Nestor, you will die.
Oh, mercy!
Abdullah!
Abdullah?
Yes, Abdullah.
Fire!
No, blistering particles has Nestor been shot.
No, Captain, it was a pop gun.
Thundering typhoons, then what are we waiting for? Nestor, get this bucket off my head.
Yes, sir, immediately, sir.
That's better.
Not for us, it isn't.
Again, blistering barnacles. Put the bucket on your head again.
You young ruffian, I thought we got rid of you in the land of black gold. Just tell me, what are you doing in my house?
Halt thou! Touch not the son of my master.
Hungry typhoons, who are you?
Me, Hasim, servant of His Highness Prince Abdullah, and I bring you message from my master.
Wait there, blistering barnacles. I have brought something for you as well.
Right. Most esteemed and well-beloved friend, I entrust to you my son Abdullah to improve his English. Here the situation is serious. Should any misfortune befall me, I count on you to care for Abdullah, Emir Ben Kalish Azab. Tell me, Hasim, what does the Emir mean the situation is serious?
This I do not know.
Well, one thing's clear. We've got Abdullah on our hands. That's serious enough.
Here, blistering barnacles. A present for you from me.
Ah, a bottle of whiskey. This is what I need. Tintin, I take everything back. One judges too quickly. It's a lesson for us all to learn. Yes. Thundering typhoons, cold tea. Morning, Tintin.
Morning.
And how are you bearing up, little Snowy? Who's a lovely doggy then? Who's a lovely boy? Still in a state of shock?
Get off! Anyone would think I was a terror-stricken chihuahua.
Thompson and Thompson phoned. They want to talk to you about General Alcazar. They're on their way round.
General Alcazar? That's odd.
Yes, and talking of odd things, where's Abdullah this morning?
Did someone mention Abdullah?
Blistering barnacles, I can hear him coming
Get
now.
him away from me!
It's Calculus.
Thundering typhoon, he's on roller skates.
Oh, he's going to fall! Quick, a chair!
Oh, yeah, thank you, Tintin. I'm still a little rusty.
You old goat, you. Do you often feel impelled to come to breakfast on roller skates?
Very well, thanks. And you? Now, admit it. You are puzzled to see me come in like that. Yes? Yes? You find it odd?
Yes.
You do? Yes. Don't deny it. Well, I can't tell you anything more at present, but quite soon you'll see the reason for it.
That I doubt very much. The Thompsons already.
You think so?
Up we get. Now for some breakfast.
Stop! You thundering, nit-witted numbskull.
I completely forgot I was on roller skates.
You called, sir?
Yes. Who was that who knocked at the door, Nestor?
I found no one the first time, sir, but the second time I saw Abdullah running away.
I bet that's him, but he won't get away with it this time. Nestor, go and fetch the hosepipe.
As you wish, sir.
Now, Nestor, as soon as he rings, you open the door and... We'll have a good laugh, eh, Nestor?
Right you are, sir.
That's it. Quick. Open up, Nestor.
Right you are, sir.
Big laugh, you centipede. Thompson and Thompson. Come into the lounge, gentlemen. No, I'm dreadfully sorry. You see, it was Abdallah's fault. Well, what I mean to say is...
Yes, we know, Captain. We're not wet behind the ears. To be precise, we haven't got wet ears.
You have now.
Thompson and Thompson.
Now, you've got the towels that Nestor gave you. Good. I'll leave you to it then. Yes.
Well, gentlemen, how are you?
A little wash, I'm afraid. To be precise, we're having a wash.
Yes, I can see that. Do sit down. I believe you wanted to talk to me.
Indeed. Oh, hello, Snowy. You're looking a bit peaky. To be precise, a bit peaky. Knees. A bit peaky. Knees.
You can talk, you damn squibs.
Right. Well, here's the position. Interpol have asked us to keep an eye on a man called Dawson and to collect all the information we can about his activities. And also about the people he meets. It so happens that you know one of them, General Alcazar. What can you tell me, and me, us, about him?
Well, very little, as a matter of fact. I knew him when he was president of the Republic of San Theodorus, and I met him later when he'd been deposed by his rival General Tapioca and fled from his country. He'd become a knife thrower on the music hall circuit. That's all.
All? Really? And what did he say to you when you met him last night?
Oh.
Aha! That surprised you, eh? Indeed it did. You forget, my friend, in our job, there's nothing we don't know. To be precise, we know nothing.
That's more like it.
Well, it's true that we met him last night. I was going to tell you. He said he was travelling. He was in a hurry, and he was staying at the hotel...
Excelsior, yes, we know.
Well, that's the lot. He didn't say anything else. But what have you got against him? What do you suspect?
My dear fellow, if you imagine we'll tell you he's smuggling aircraft, you're very much mistaken. Mum's the word.
Well
That's our
said.
motto. To be precise, dumb's the word. That's our motto. The General may have come to Europe to buy up old aircraft, but you won't learn that from us. Now we must be going. Indeed, we must.
Your hats and sticks, gentlemen.
Ah, good man, Nestor. Thank you.
Yes, good man, Nestor. Oh, let's get rid of these turnips as soon as possible.
What a peculiar thing. My hat has shrunk. How strange. With me, it's the opposite. I've got a swollen head. Oh, I see. We've got muddled up. You have my hat, and I'll have yours. Thank you. Thank you. In short, we were contrariwise. But it still isn't right. Nor is mine.
May I look inside your hats? You can bet Abdullah's at the bottom of this.
But surely he's too big.
Oh, sometimes I think it's time to go back to my own kind.
There, I thought as much. It's an old joke. Newspapers folded up and slipped into the lining.
I see you've had your little chat then.
Yes, we are just off now, Captain.
Don't worry, I put the hose away.
No, we're in a rush. Must dare to be precise. We've got a rush. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, what did our Siamese twins want?
Great snakes. Just read the advert I found in this newspaper.
For sale, aircraft, tanks, submarines, etc. Further particulars from JDMC, box number 5083. Extraordinary.
No, look at the initials.
What? JDMC. Thundering typhoons! Alcazar's wallet! The signature on that letter!
Precisely. No doubt about it. The General's here to buy armaments. But that's no reason not to return his wallet.
And have a good nose around the hotel while you're about it.
And since Thompson & Thompson have kindly told us that he's staying at the Hotel Excelsior...
I'll come with you.
Me too. I'm not letting Abdullah turn me into a superdog again.
To the Hotel Excelsior we sped and entered the lounge. There was General Alcazar in deep conversation with someone I recognised, Dawson. I met him during the Blue Lotus affair. He was the police chief in the international settlement in Shanghai.
What, they're lurking behind their newspapers. The Thompson twins. Blistering barnacles. This is too fishy for my liking.
And you call yourself a sailor?
Finally, Dawson got up to leave. I told the captain to wait till Alcazar was alone and to return him his wallet. Meanwhile, keeping a safe distance, I followed Dawson to a nearby phone.
Hello, Jim? Dawson. It's in the bag. 12 mosquitoes for Alcazar. To help him chuck out his rival, General Tapioca. Suits us. Let them fight. So long as we can unload our junk onto them, who cares? What about the Sheik and his rebels, eh? Kemed's been taken and the Emir's in hiding thanks to us. Mr. Big certainly knows how to use those mosquitoes we sold him. All right, Jim. See you later.
I rushed back to Marlinspike and told the captain what I had just discovered. We had to get the first plane to Hemed.
What? Hemed? Mr. Big, In the middle of a revolution? You're crazy. What would we do there?
First, Captain, we might try to rescue the Emir. And second, Dawson's the man smuggling aircraft to shake Bab el-Air and his rebels. We've got to stop him and find out what set the revolution off in the first place.
Yes, while you're about it, why don't you try solving the Third World Crisis?
No, thanks, Tintin. Not for me. You go if you like. I'm going to stay here. Smoke my pipe. I'd rather put up with Abdullah and his pranks and be caught in the crossfire. Yeah! All right, I'm coming.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Dawson. It's General Alcazar.
How are you?
Very well, senor. I have my wallet back. Captain Haddock, whom I met yesterday with one of my friends, Tintin.
Did you say Tintin?
Si, Tintin. Well, this...
So it was Tintin who telephoned me last night.
Do you know him?
Do I know him?
What's that you say?
Nothing, General Alcazar. I'm so pleased about your wallet.
Muchas gracias. So, I will meet you.
Yes, General, as planned. Goodbye. Tintin. So he's the one sticking his nose into my business. I'll soon take care of him.
There it is. The plane from Beirut has landed.
Now, you understand your orders. If they're aboard, you put this briefcase in the baggage compartment.
I understand.
Well, there's no airport to speak of here, eh, Captain? Just an airstrip and a shack.
I'm not sorry to have landed. Oh, these old planes, you can never feel safe.
Plane? More like a cabbage crate with two benches facing each other.
I say, have you noticed? Armed men all over the place.
Mind you, that mountain scenery we flew over was beautiful. I'll give you that.
Passports, please,
Oh,
gentlemen.
here you are. I won't be sorry to get to a hotel. That is, if there is one round here.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. You have no permit to stay in Hemet.
What?
You must reboard the plane and return to Beirut.
Oh, blistering barnacles, what sort of yarn is that?
Surely you must be mistaken.
Here are your passports. You will be conducted to the aircraft.
No, thundering typhoons, you're not getting away with this. Our passports are perfectly in order. You have no right.
Masood, Fahad, escort these gentlemen immediately. Use force if necessary.
It's times like this when I wish I really was super dog.
There's nothing they can do, Captain.
No, it is a blistering barnacles to have come so far.
A pleasant flight, gentlemen. I hope you will get to know the mountains intimately.
Roger, Control. Our ETA is in approximately 2 hours.
Another eternity of this lying coffin. And a bumpy trip into the bargain. Rattle about like a dice in a box. I just wonder what sort of trouble will drop on us next. Oh! Thundering typhoons!
Your suitcase by the looks of things.
Oh, yeah, very funny.
Have you seen Snowy?
Look, there he is, down there by the baggage compartment.
Snowy, stop that!
Couldn't you have done that before we boarded, dirty doggy?
Snowy!
Oh, golly, something's ticking there. I can smell trouble. I must warn Tintin.
Snowy, that's the baggage compartment. Now do as you're told and come here.
I'm just wondering who warned the authorities at Modesta of our arrival and who permitted them to deport us.
Perhaps it's something to do with your friend, Alcazar.
No, he's too busy with his own revolution. Snowy, what's the matter with you? Be quiet.
It looks like your dog's having a revolution of his own.
Tintin, this is an emergency.
Snowy, you're embarrassing me. Now, once and for all, get out of my +4s.
There'll be -4s if you don't hurry.
Blistering barnacles, the
Snowy!
bus gone mad.
You don't stop that immediately, I'll have to lock you in the baggage compartment.
Oh, great. What are we waiting for?
Snowy, heel!
Heel what? I'm not a doctor.
Sit!
Thundering typhoons, he's having one of his silly half hours.
He's gone out of control.
What?
What is the tower? What is the tower? This is the pilot of Kilo Hotel Oscar Zulu Delta. This is an emergency. We have a mad dog.
Get down, you stupid beast.
And Englishmen on board. I can no longer control the plane. We're going to make emergency landing on the beach. Permission sword. I repeat, permission sword.
Snowy!
Hold tight, everyone. We could be in for a bumpy ride.
done, Snowy? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Is there a dog psychologist aboard?
I'm terribly sorry, gentlemen, but we're going to have to leave you here.
What?
The other passengers refuse to reboard the plane while your dog remains in this state.
Leave us here, blistering barnacles. It's the edge of the desert. What are we supposed to do? Wave down the next camel that passes?
Well, Desda's only 30 miles away. I'll arrange a rescue party to...
Great snakes, the plane!
Thundering typhoon!
No one ever takes me seriously.
I don't understand it. My plane, I don't get it.
I do. Snowy?
What?
You're a hero. Oh, Snowy.
Dear, now Tintin's having one of his funny half-hours.
The baggage compartment, Captain. Remember, he was trying to warn us there must have been a bomb in the baggage compartment.
What?
Somebody understands me.
Time bomb?
Yes, and I ignored him. Oh, Snowy, forgive me.
Coax me.
Oh, please.
Well, think about it.
So if Snowy hadn't flipped his lid...
Do you mind?
All our lids would have been flipped. Snowy was truly the hero of the hour, and with the aid of the captain's secret supply, we celebrated accordingly.
Cheers.
As the passengers decided to head en masse toward Desda, we realised that such a conspicuous return would only lead once again to our expulsion. So, duly fortified...
Cheers.
We gave the official party the slip and set out on our own for the city through the cold desert night.
How much is that dog? Cheers.
As dawn broke, we sighted Bethesda on the horizon, just as the captain was falling asleep on his feet. Minutes later, we entered the city through a small side entrance and approached the house of my old friend, Senor Oliveira, whom I'd first met when solving the mystery of the cigars of the Pharaoh. Unfortunately, there was no mystery surrounding the captain. He was still running on a full tank. Do be quiet, Captain. Senor Oliveira? Senor Oliveira!
Oh, the joke's all out of his move.
Yes, it'll be hysterical.
Who's that at this time of night?
Open the door, Senor Oliveira. It's Tintin. Please open up.
Tintin?
Look at this wall. A poster. It says reward. Blah, 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 blah. A Tintin and Haddock. Thundering typhoons. Hey, hey. We won something, Tintin.
Tintin, come in. Quickly, quickly.
Hello, Sailor.
Oh, thank you, Senor Oliveira.
What are you doing here? Don't you know there's a price on your head?
I know. I've just seen the poster.
Yeah, we better get down to the police station and collect our reward.
I think the captain should change to unleaded.
This is incredible, Tintin. Fantastic. Yes. I can't believe it. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
You must be hungry.
Or rather...
Thirsty, too?
Yeah, what? Oh, yes. Drop of wine would be nice.
Oh, do stick a cork in it, Haddock.
Now, then.
Oh, no, thank you.
Not at all. Now, tell me what you're doing in Cremed.
Well, Senor Oliveira, it's like this. And then we decided to set out for Wedestra on foot and to come to you.
It was wise of you. Now, I'll bring you up to date on the situation in Cremed. A few weeks ago...
Action! Station!
Great snakes! What is it, Captain?
I was dreaming. Nightmare. Pirates.
Yes, well...
No, I'll light up. That'll help me stay awake.
Good idea.
Bianca Castafiore couldn't keep you awake, Captain.
Where was I? Oh, yes. A few weeks ago, it seems that trouble blew up between Arabelle and the Emir.
Arabelle? Yes, go on.
The situation began to deteriorate. As if by chance, trouble flared up all over the country, and Sheikh Bab el-Er mustered the rebels together. He was supported by a powerful air force which, so to speak, came out of the blue. The rebels marched on Vadejda and seized power.
Well, it all puzzles me, Senor Oliveira. The rebel forces are not skilled pilots, so... somewhere between Dawson, who supplied the planes, and Bab el-Er, who used them, there must be a middle man. Someone with the means and the right manpower to have pulled this thing off. And what's more, I'd like to know what sparked off the dispute between the Emir and Arabelle in the first place.
I've no idea at all.
Oh, well, we'll go into that later. The most urgent thing to do is to help the Emir. What's become of him?
Burning.
The Emir had to flee. He took refuge in the Jebel with Patrash Pasha, whose fierce tribesmen remained loyal.
Great snakes, the captain's beard's on fire. Quick, the soda fountain.
What happened?
Your pipe, Captain. It set fire to your beard.
Come, it's time for sleep. This afternoon we will find some way for you to leave the city and join the Emir.
That afternoon, the captain and I, dressed as Arab women, and Snowy, hidden inside an urn on top of the captain's head, made our way out of the city to an old well, where a guide was to meet us.
Blistering barnacles, a shawl over my face and a jug on my head. I feel ridiculous.
Frankly, I think it's an improvement.
Shh, Snowy. Oh, now where's our guide got to? Olivera was quite definite that he'd be here by now.
Don't ring typhoon, someone's coming. What shall we do?
Just giggle bashfully, Captain. At the top of your range.
Hallo, ik ben Bedem. Ach, ben de weg, man, be.
Blistering barnacles, why can't you talk English like everyone else, you fancy dress Fatima? What do you want anyway?
Oh, no. She'll raise the alarm, that's for sure.
I'm sorry. I just couldn't resist. I lost
Your
my...
head, I know.
So do I felt it.
Come quickly. That must be our guide. There, look, behind that rock.
Oh, hooray. Hurry, we haven't much time. The second Sheikh Babalair has been alerted. He'll do anything to cut us down.
Hello, Colonel Ahmed. This is Mul Pasha at Sheikh Babalair's headquarters. Order your mosquitoes to take off immediately. Their mission, to wipe out a party of 3 horsemen who have left Wadizda, heading for the Jebel. You understand? They are partisans of the Emir. Armored cars are already in pursuit. Yes, wipe them out.
Oh, blistering barnacles, I never did get the hang of riding these thundering animals. Why doesn't the old steady?
It might have something to do with the fact that you're clutching his ears and not his reins, Captain.
Oh.
Black Panther calling base. Black Panther calling base. Over.
Hello, Black Panther. This is base. Go ahead. Over.
I have them in my sights.
Roger.
This is going to be like swatting flies. Over and out.
Oh, mosquitoes.
Never fear, lad. I've got some spray.
Captain! Time for cover!
Black Panther calling base. Black Panther calling base. Over.
Hello, this is base. Black Panther. Go ahead. Over.
Mission accomplished. Enemy wiped out.
Roger, Black Panther. Message received. Return to base. Over.
Roger. Out.
The Red Sea Sharks, Part 1, starred Richard Pearce as Tintin, Andrew Sachs as Snowy, Lionel Jeffries as Captain Haddock, Stephen Moore as Professor Calculus, and Charles Kay as the Thompson Twins, with Stephen Thorne as Nestor, Nigel Carrington as Dawson, Akim Mogaji as the hotel receptionist, and Cyril Jenkins as Abdullah. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé are dramatized by Simon Eastwood, the music is by Roger Lim, and the program produced by John York. Tune in next week, same network, same time. The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. 6. The Red Sea Sharks, Part 2.
To the editor from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, slave trading. A chance meeting with my old friend General Alcazar had led Captain Haddock and myself to the heart of an illegal aircraft smuggling operation. With a guide at our side, the Captain Snowy and I were travelling through Hamed to the secret hideaway of our friend, Emir Ben Kalish Ezab, who had just been deposed by the rebel leader Sheikh Babalair. But now there was a price on our heads, and the rebel forces were closing in.
Black Panther calling base. Black Panther calling base. Over.
Hello, this is base. Black Panther. Go ahead. Over.
Mission accomplished. Enemy wiped out.
Sheikh Bab al-Air's headquarters, Mul Pasha speaking. Ah, Colonel Ahmed. Mission accomplished. Excellent. The 2 armored cars destroyed. Congratulations. Oh, real aces, your pilot. What? You didn't say armored cars? I ordered it. You bungling oaf. They were our armored cars. Only the horsemen were to be wiped out.
And so, finally and miraculously, we arrived at Emir Ben Kalish's secret hideaway, a magnificent Roman temple hewn from the mountains of the Jebel.
Tintin, Captain, you here! It is unbelievable. Welcome to my humble dwelling.
This is humble, blistering barnacles. I'd like to see what he calls palatial.
Immediately, we informed the Emir that his incorrigible son Abdullah was in the safe hands of Nestor back at Marlinspike Hall.
And I'm quite sure that my little sugar plum has been a little ray of sunshine.
Ray of sunshine? More like a thundering flamethrower.
But the reason for our precarious journey was to get to the bottom of the aircraft smuggling operation and to find out what set off the dispute between the airline Arab Air and the Emir.
Arab Air, the dogs. They will pay dearly for their treachery. I gave them permission to establish a base at what is an important link on the route to Mecca, only to discover that they were using the route as a cover for slave trading.
Slave trading, no less. It was too frightful to even think of. The Emir told us that he had threatened to reveal to the world this despicable operation, and so in turn Arab Air stirred up trouble around the country, and thanks to their support, Sheikh Bab al-Air had seized power.
But it won't be long. I'll throw him out, that mangy dog, that stinking hyena, that slimy serpent.
But who owns Arab Air, Emir?
Huh? It is owned by the Marquis de Gorgonzola.
Arab Air belongs to de Gorgonzola?
Indeed it does. De Gorgonzola, shipping magnate, newspaper proprietor, radio, television and film tycoon.
Whiskey distributor.
Dealer in pearls, gun runner, hamburger sultan.
And of course, illegal aircraft smuggler. So, it was de Gorgonzola who had bought the mosquitoes from Dawson and made the revolution possible. And all this for the purpose of maintaining his dreadful traffic in slaves. Now, with the freedom of the airways and waterways, he could expand his dastardly business. We had to stop him. And so, with the Emir's assistance, the Captain Snowy and I boarded a Sambuc, bound for Mecca. I had a feeling that our adventures were only just beginning. Unfortunately, I also had a feeling that our movements had not gone unnoticed. Well, Snowy, old boy, I get the feeling this is going to be our most dangerous adventure yet.
In that case, we'd better start praying. Which way's Mecca?
What's the joke, Captain?
I was thinking about last night when we were boarding this old tub. Those tuppenny-halfpenny coast guards who spotted us, they soon started galloping in the opposite direction we started shooting.
Yes, unfortunately, they'll have made a report, in which case...
What are you afraid of? They'll send a squadron of battleships after us?
Not that, certainly, but...
But what?
Oh, over there, Captain. That's just what I feared.
Typhoons. Mosquitoes.
It's very bad. Baba slave fighting here. Dr. Crockett, we do not have a chance.
Quick, everyone, this is going to be hot. Everybody down!
Blistering barnacles. That was too close for comfort.
Oh, fire! Fire!
Bandits!
Here comes the second one. Oh, if only I had a gun.
Oh, here, take my rifle.
Thanks. Right.
Now concentrate. It's him or us.
Hooray! I've knocked his engine out.
Well done, lad. He won't be coming back for a second.
And the other plane's sheared off. We're saved.
No. Don't speak too soon. Fire's uncontrollable.
The rowing boat. It's our only chance. Great snakes. The crew have taken it and made off.
There's no time to waste. We must build a raft or we'll be grilled alive.
Oh, but we haven't got time.
Tintin. You forget you are with a haddock. Sea is my domain.
Whoa. Well done, Captain. What a raft. You've certainly saved the day. At least for the time being.
Well, I'm not an old sea dog for nothing, boy.
Hey, I'm the one around here who's the sea dog.
Millions of blue blistering barnacles. We've saved 2 cases of provisions and no Tintin opener. Tintin. I mean, there's no... God, it's enough to drive you crazy.
What about trying your knife?
What? Oh, yes.
Oh, look, Captain. Sharks.
Blistering barnacles. This is the Red Sea. It's full of them.
Oh, I'm getting that sinking feeling.
The Scheherazade is certainly an exquisite ship. Absolutely marvellous.
Indeed, Princess. And what an enchanting host the Marquis de Gorgonzola has proved to be.
Yes, he is a true gentleman. Naturally, malicious tongues spread rumours that he has a shady past.
Oh, it's only to be expected that such luxury arouses envy. Envy is the privilege of the poor. More caviar.
Hello? Hello. K6VM calling R3KO, Dover.
Powerful insects have stung the blue goat. Parasites 1 and 2 are in the bag. Over.
Understood. Over and out. Excellent. Mul Pasha has done well. We are rid of those two meddlers once and for all.
My lord.
What is it, Hornblower?
We've just spotted 2 shipwrecked sailors, my lord. Here, through my binoculars.
What? Rubbish. Give them to me.
They're making signals, my lord. 2 of them and a little dog.
By Lucifer. Tintin. I'm the bearded sailor. So what was that message Mul Pasha was babbling on about?
Shall I alter course, sir?
Waste of time. They're just some more of those practical jokers who drift across the ocean in a nutshell for charity, you know. Proceed on your course.
But my lord Marquis...
I said proceed, Captain! Where should we be if we stop for all the ragtag and bobtail who put out to sea for fun? Proceed! Oh, and not a word of this to the passengers. You understand?
Where are you?
Here, what is it?
Castaways, my dear fellow. Out there, on the raft.
True, Marquis. Real castaways, how madly gay.
Yes, I know. I've just given orders for the captain to pick them up.
Oh, gorgeous. I've always dreamed of seeing real castaways. Will they smell, do you think?
Your wish is my command. By Lucifer. Listen carefully, Captain. My name is not to be mentioned in front of the castaways. In addition, I want you to remove them at once. My guests are too inquisitive and must have no contact with them, huh?
Welcome, gentlemen, to the Scheherazade. I am Captain Hornblower.
How can we thank you, Captain? You've saved our lives.
Bella Madonna, can you believe it?
Oh.
It's Tintin and his friend, the deep-sea fisherman, Pardon.
Castafiore, quick, back down the ladder.
Too late, Captain, they've pulled it up.
Art must embrace the children of adventure.
Not without a struggle.
In the name of the Marquis de Gorgonzola, welcome aboard, carissima mia.
De Gorgonzola?
Ah, the big cheese himself.
I am delighted to see you again, my dear Padlock, Arok.
Pillock. Haddock.
I'm terribly sorry, Signora, but his lordship has given orders. These poor men are completely exhausted. And then there's the risk of infection, you know.
But, my good man, I am not ill.
Well, Parker, have you questioned them?
Yes, my lord, but if your lordship will pardon me, I think I should mention that Signora Castafiore, who knows the 2 castaways, welcomed them in your lordship's name.
Diavolo! This changes everything. They can't stay on board. But what's to be done? What indeed, unless... Get me my shipping chart.
Sir.
Yes, huh? That is the perfect solution.
Come in.
Sir, you must get dressed quickly, sir. You're in luck. We've met a merchantman bound for Mecca, just where you was mating for. Her master has agreed to take you aboard, sir.
Well, good. That's fine.
Welcome aboard the Ramona, shipmates.
Hello.
I'm first mate. I'll show you down to your cabins. This way, gentlemen, please.
This is the place for me. Back aboard a good old freighter. Any chance of a ration of rum?
I think I prefer the raft. This is filthy.
Did we really come so close to de Gorgonzola? And if so, why did he want us out of the way as soon as possible? That's what's troubling me.
Oh, love of whiskey, why should it trouble you, lad? You should be relieved.
Here we are, gentlemen. your cabin.
Oh, well, thank you, my friend.
The skipper will be down to see you soon. He'll bring you your whiskey himself.
What the? Hey, you lovely scum, so fast.
What idiots we've been.
Oh, quite, now we really are in the doghouse.
This is too much. Open up, thundering typhoons. Open up, you ill-mannered savage.
Well, you old drunkard.
Alan.
Captain, Alan to you. Bottlenose. This is a happy reunion, eh, me old walking distillery? Haven't seen you since the day the crab with the golden claws. Reminds you of old times, eh? Except I am captain now, and you're not. Let's have a drink on it.
Alan, what's going on? How have we...
Ended up here?
Yeah.
Quite simply. I come on one of G. Gorgonzola's freighters. You put on weight, Captain.
And may we inquire what you plan to do with us?
If you're sensible, you'll be put ashore, but not at Mecca, at Wadesda.
Wadesda? But that's murder. Sheikh Babalar has put a price on our heads.
Oh, you're breaking my heart, dear boy. That's enough talk. Here, drink to my health.
Not on your life.
Don't forget we're in the Red Sea, and there are no shortage of sharks. You get me? Now, like a big-hearted chap, I'll leave this bottle to console you, and we dock the day after tomorrow. So, you've plenty of time to solve one important question. Captain, do you sleep with your beard under or over the sheet?
Over the sheet. Under the sheet. Down. Over the sheet. Down. Under. Oh, blistering barnacles. Confounded beer. The Beelzebub with the bedclothes. Too hot anyway. Now for some sleep. No more. Dreaming already. Hey, it's no dream. No shouts. No stampeding. The engines have stopped. That's real enough. Up we get. Short leg.
Tim, what are you doing?
I forgot I was on the top bunk. Get up, lad. I think that bunch of rats are abandoning ship.
Oh, great snakes, you could be right, Captain.
Open up, thundering typhoons. Open up before I get violent.
Captain, this sea chest. Let's try and force the door open.
Good idea.
One, two, three.
Quick,
on the deck. Let's see what's happening.
Right. Thundering typhoons! The ship's on fire!
What a storm! Oh, look, Captain, the rowing boat. The crew are getting away.
I'm getting a sense of deja vu.
Pirates! Filibusters! Murder!
What do we do now?
Follow me. We'll probably find a raft up front.
We obviously have a vocation for shipwrecks.
Blistering barnacles, there are people in the hold.
Who are you below there? We can't abandon them.
You're right. Come on. Try and put out the blaze. Quick, the hoses. Nothing else can save us.
And them.
Uh-oh. Oh, yes, it can.
Oh, what a wait!
Oh, great snakes. I was nearly washed overboard.
For a moment, I was doing the doggy paddle.
Oh, but look. The fire's out. The wave. What a stroke of luck.
That's incredible.
Right. Now for those poor fellows below, Captain.
All right. First of all, we've got to restart the engine. Otherwise, this ship is at the mercy of the sea. You go up on the bridge and take the wheel, boy. That was no joke alone, I can tell you. But she's underway at last.
Oh, magnificent, Captain.
Thundering typhoons. The reason our fine friends decided to abandon us was the small matter of a full load of ammunition I found in the forward hold. One lick from a flame, and this ship would have been blown sky high.
Well, how thoughtful of them. Talking of which, I think it's high time we went down and released those poor fellows in the hold.
Blistering barnacles, be quiet! I cannot hear myself think!
My
vanity! Please do not be angry, Captain. My brothers and I do not know if you mean us harm or not.
Well, we don't. Captain Allen and his thugs have bolted. I am the captain of the ship now. The name is Haddock.
But that is a fish's name.
Indeed it is, indeed it is. Now, listen to me. What are you doing on this ship?
We thought we were going to Mecca, Captain. We are Muslims. We are making a pilgrimage to the tomb of the Prophet.
Fine, fine. So what were you doing in the hold?
Captain Allen put us there. At first, he offered us free passage if we worked the ship for him. But once we set sail, he locked us in the hold.
Now I'm beginning to understand.
Now. You still want to make your pilgrimage?
You want peace to go to Mecca with Oimbo? But of course.
So be it. Man the pumps, boys. To Mecca we'll go.
Oh, yeah, no. Odabo, well, city Mecca, new.
Well, Tintin, old chap, in 2 days, those fellas have taken to sailing like
Fish to water?
Fish to water, yeah, well, now, look here, at this map. If my reckoning is correct, we should soon sight Jeddah, the port for Mecca.
To think, if it hadn't been for that fire, those poor fellows would have been slaves by now.
No, you don't believe they were going to be sold as slaves, do you?
If the Emir was telling the truth, then I'm afraid that was to be their fate.
You've been reading too many thrillers. There's no slave trading nowadays.
Well, tell me, Captain, is there any coal on board?
What are you talking about?
Well, look, what I'd just found on the table here. Yeah? Part of a radio message. De Gorgonzola to Captain Ramona. Deliver coal to the El Qaid at Jeddah.
But blistering barnacles.
Captain! Captain!
Yes?
Come on, look. A ship is approaching, oh.
A ship?
Salams! Oh, sailor, what a climb this is. Here we are. Now, Captain Allen is aboard.
Captain Allen? Finished. Gone. I am the captain now.
You have replaced him. Good. Now, is the coal of best quality this time?
Blistering barnacles, what's all this nonsense about coal, thundering typhoons? There's no coal on board.
No coal on board. You boy, come here.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you. Strong muscles, good. And teeth. Come on, open up your mouth, animal!
What did you call me?
What do you think you're doing?
Yes, not bad. Teeth quite sound.
Get your hands off me, you scum!
Now, listen here. This man is not a horse, nor a slave.
Shh, quiet! You must not say that. Coal is the word, as you well know.
Just as I thought.
Blistering barnacles, Tintin was right. There are still slave traders, and that's exactly what you are. Scum!
Get your hands off me!
You trafficker in human flesh!
I am quite happy to deal in yours, Captain.
He's going to stab the captain.
Watch out, Captain! Oh, no, get that dog away from me!
Careful, Snowy.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Well done! I've got the brute now. That was a lucky escape, Captain.
Yes, thanks to you.
My pleasure.
At last, some action, and not before time.
Now, you cutthroat, get off this ship, Viper, and make sure you don't cross my path again.
By the beard of the Prophet, you will pay dearly!
Yes. Words. That's all you're good for. Well, have some more for good measure. Baboon, Carbicella, Paranoid, Pockmark, Cannibal, Duck-billed Platypus, Jelly Deal, Bash-Eye Bazook, and Gibbernickers!
It's no good, Captain. He's too far away now.
That's what you think.
It was clear now that we had to alter course, for if we docked at Jeddah, we would surely be overpowered and our Muslim friends doomed to slavery. So, we set a new destination, Djibouti, a haven for us all, and beyond the clutches of de Gorgonzola. Time was not on our side. and I knew that with his precious cargo on board, the Gorgonzola would stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Up periscope.
Up periscope.
Ah, there she is, the Ramona, floating like a sitting duck. Shark to Albatross, do you read me? Over.
The Gorgonzola speaking. I read you loud and clear. Over.
Ramona in sight. I await your orders, sir. Over.
You know my orders, Commander. Proceed with them immediately.
Let's go. Never say no. Is the life for me? Why did I ever give it up? Oh, look. Periscope. Periscope! Thundering typhoons! Periscope! Action station! Fire! SOS! No panic! It's only a submarine!
We're almost within range. I don't know what's in store for them. This won't take long to settle. Stand by, number 1 tube.
Number 1 tube standing by.
SOS! SOS! SS Ramona calling. Unidentified submarine in immediate vicinity. We fear the worst. This is our position. We are 30 miles due south of Dar Kabir Island. SOS! SOS!
Mystery!
SS Ramona
Barnacles!
calling. We are
Ammunition in the front hall! Well, in there and it's bash bang wallop and shake hands with your Uncle Charles. Catastrophe! Thundering typhoon! Torpedo to port! Torpedo to port! On to starboard! On to starboard!
Oh, do stop giving yourself orders, Captain.
On go!
USS Los Angeles to SS Ramona. Your SOS received. We are coming to your assistance. We'll be with you as soon as possible. Over.
SS Ramona calling. Message gratefully received. Submarine obviously belongs to the slave traders. Their leader is the Marquis de Gorgonzola, now aboard MS Scheherazade, cruising in the Red Sea. Over.
Message received and understood, Ramona. Hey, put your feet up, boys. The cavalry are on their way.
Torpedo to starboard! Thundering typhoon! Hard port! Hard port!
Still talking to yourself, Adam?
She missed us again!
Oh, great snakes! They can't have hit us, can they? Quick, onto deck!
Look! Tintin! They're dropping depth charges!
Oh, you're right! They haven't hit us at all! Yes, overhead! US Navy seaplanes!
Seriously, barnacles there from the Los Angeles! We're safe!
Minutes later, the dastardly submarine surfaced waving the white flag. But what of the Gorgonzola? Our new prisoners gave us some fascinating information.
On, you landlubbers. Who put you up to it? Was it Gorgonzola?
Gorgonzola?
What's so funny?
By Gorgonzola, you really mean the magnificent Greek shipping tycoon Rastapopoulos.
Rastapopoulos, of course. So it was my oldest adversary that was behind it all. The Captain Snowy and I, along with our crew, boarded the USS Los Angeles, and the following morning the Scheherazade was in our sights.
The cruiser Los Angeles, my Lord Marquis. She's just flashed a signal ordering us to heave to. If not, they'll open fire.
All right, Captain. Stop the engines and launch my barge. I'll go myself and tell those insolent cowboys what I think of their manners.
Ha! They've obeyed us. Excellent. What are they doing now?
It looks as if they're hoisting out a launch. And Rastapopoulos is going aboard alone.
Steering towards us.
Well, what else do you want him to do?
To have the nerve to come and brazen it out.
Oh, but what's happening now? He's slowing up, he's stopping. Has he broken down? Oh, great snakes! He's sinking! He's sinking!
There's nothing we can do. Look, sharks are circling.
Oh. He who lives by the sword dies by it. Perhaps it's a fitting end. Come on, Captain. Let's get cleaned up.
Emi Kalish restored to power in Hemet. War surplus stocks were acquired by Dawson and sold to Rastapopoulos.
United Nations appeal, Belgrade demands international control of mega pilgrimage transport.
Once again, Tintin, the famous reporter, has wrecked the schemes of one of the most dangerous criminals of our time, Rastapopoulos. But will the Red Sea surrender the body of this trafficker in human lives, or will he never surface, destined instead to be food for sea worms and sharks?
That's done the trick. Little did you think, my friends, that inside this launch I would install my very own mini-submarine. Just you catch me now.
Oh, what a joy to be home again.
Oh, yes. And to have one's feet back on solid ground.
Oh, yes. And to have one's stomach back on solid food.
Oh, sir, how glad I am to see you back, sir.
Poor Nesta, you've lost so much weight.
I fear that Master Abdullah's visit was not very good for me. But things are better now, and his retinue have departed yesterday.
Oh, poor Nesta, a real demon, that Abdullah.
Oh, look, Captain, here's a note for you.
For me, my dear Blistering Barnacles, Papa wrote to me. I must go home. That's sad because it is fun at Marlinspike. With love to Madalla. Ah, very sweet, eh? Oh, Nesta, you've just been fussing about a little childish mischief.
But, sir...
No, Nesta, where's the Professor?
The last time I saw him, sir, he was on a pair of motorised roller skates.
What? Professor Calculus!
Ah, there you are, Captain. Captain, and another invention.
Active suspension, no, not quite, but I'm working on it. Watch this.
Thundering typhoons, when will the old goat grow up? Now, all I wish to do is to sit back in my old chair and... billions blue blistering barnacles in a thundering typhoon. Another joke by that infernal child. Shall I never be left in peace? In peace! In peace!
The Red Sea Sharks Part 2 starred Richard Pearce as Tintin, Andrew Sachs as Snowy, Lionel Jeffries as Captain Haddock, and Stephen Moore as Professor Calculus, with Stephen Thorne as Rastapopoulos, Akim Mogaji as the slave leader, David Holt as Parker, Linda Polan as Castafiore, and Nigel Carrington as Mul Pasha. Other parts were played by members of the cast. The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé have been dramatised by Simon Eastwood, the music is by Roger Lim, and the programme is produced by John York.
That was parts 1 and 2 of The Red Sharks. Here the special called, The Castafiore Emerald. Please note that this was recorded a little bit late.
I see a man.
Go on, tell us more. What does the crystal ball reveal?
A bearded man. A sailor.
What?
A beautiful stranger approaches. Oh, she has wonderful jewels. But, oh!
What is it?
An accident. He will fall. He will fall. He will...
Oh, the merry month of May. A sweet cuckoo, a
So what are you more like, Captain? If you could just hear yourself.
Leave that squirrel alone, Snowy.
The woodland flowers, sweet smelling earth. Breathe deeply, Tintin. Air so pure and sparkling, you could drink it. Mm. Oh.
Look, Captain, through here. There's the answer.
Disgusting. That filth from mud. The blistering barnacle. Some people seem to be attracted by this thing.
They're gypsies, Captain.
Ah, gutter snipes.
I said leave that squirrel alone, Snowy.
Thundering typhoons lying over there. That's no squirrel.
You're dead right. Come on, Captain, quickly.
little gypsy girl.
I do know my humans from my rodents, you know, Tintin.
She's out cold. She must have tripped over the brambles and bumped her head on the tree.
Look. She's coming round.
You haven't cut yourself, have you? There's no blood. She must have wandered away from that camp.
I can't say I blame her. Hello, little goose.
Mama. Please don't be frightened. We'll take you back to your parents. Can you stand up?
I'm a little chaffinch.
That's it. You're just a bit groggy, eh?
Now, I'm a little mouse. Eek, 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 eek.
Captain, could you turn yourself into something a little more useful, like a mule? Then we can give her a ride back to the camp.
Look, Pedro, the sailor I saw. My baby.
We found her in the woods. She must have fallen over, bumped her head.
Oh, you are a good man. You crossed my palm with silver, and I will tell your fortune.
No, thanks.
Look, I think you should let a doctor see her. She's obviously suffered concussion.
I suppose you think we have money to pay for a doctor.
Quiet,
Mike. Let me talk to these gorgios.
Gorgios?
If you're not a Romany, then you're a gorgio.
Oh, just a little silver, kind sir. Otherwise you will suffer great misfortune.
Not as much as you, by the look of things. Now, look here. If you take my advice, you'll camp somewhere else. And not on this rubbish dump. In the first place, it's unhealthy.
Do you imagine we enjoy living surrounded by filth? I said be quiet, Mike. Listen, sailor.
How did you know I was a sailor?
We know many things. This sailor was the only place where the police would let us camp.
Oh, so that's it. No, you are not staying here. No. You're not staying here because there's a large meadow near our hall. You can move in there whenever you like. In the meantime, keep an eye on your little one. Good day to you.
Bye. He is the one. The man in my bones.
He is kind. I see through his kindness in his heart. He despises us.
It is only the lull before the storm. The stranger already approaches. Soon there will be...
What will there be?
A terrible disaster. Oh, most terrible disaster!
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. The Castafiore Emerald.
To the editor from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, mystery at Marlinspike Hall. Our recent adventures have taken us to the four corners of the world, so it was with great happiness that Snowy and I accepted Captain Haddock's invitation to spend the summer at Marlinspike Hall. But if only we had heard the gypsy's warning, we would have known it would be a summer we would never forget.
Gentlemen, you have returned.
Oh, hello, Cuthbert. Are you coming down to join us?
No, I'm coming down to join you.
If he wanted to come down that quickly, why didn't he slide down the banister? Poor Cuthbert. Anything broken?
Yes, a piece several inches long.
Oh, blistering particles. We'll have to get you to the hospital.
Sir, I think the Professor was referring to the marble step.
Oh, Nestor, the confounded thing's still not repaired. When's that sluggard of a builder coming?
I telephone constantly, sir, and he assures me he'll come, but he never does.
Well, I'll show you how to deal with it. Take the drinks, through into the lounge, Nestor.
Right you are, sir.
Now, Cuthbert, up again. It's time for a whiskey. You look like you need a drink.
I agree. A terrible stink, but I didn't want to say anything.
Hello, it's Mr. Bolt speaking of Bolt's the builders you can trust. Aye, well, yes, of course, it's extremely dangerous. Oh, it's a sudden rush of work, sir. Well, sudden rush of accidents if I don't watch out. Oh, yeah, all right. I'll be along tomorrow, sir. First thing, yes, sir. You can rely on me, sir. Yes. Oh, dear. See, Nestor? I've shot his bolt. Yeah, just a touch of fireness, that's all. I hope you were listening in.
Jim, I thought you said whiskey.
Post's here.
Ginger beer, I do wish you'd make up your mind.
Oh, a letter from Chang in London. Sends you his regards.
Oh, what a nice lad he is. Now, where's my monocle? I seem to have dropped it on the walk.
Nestor, be a good man. Fetch me a spare. They're upstairs. Very good.
Another letter. Ah, you'll never guess who from. Bianca Castafiore.
The dear old Milanese nightingale. No, my beautiful. What does the delightful creature have to say?
That she'll be coming to stay at Marlinspike.
Castafiore, here. Nestor, hurry up with that monocle.
My dear young Tintin, it is so long since blah, 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 need to escape from the press, blah, blah, blah. As your simple and unaffected friend, I humbly invite myself to Marlinspike Hall, blah, blah, blah. I shall arrive on the 16th.
Mr. Marcus, that's the day. Cataclysm, calamity, catastrophe, all hands on deck, about the ship, every man for himself.
Captain, there's a little postscript for you in large letters.
Kindest regards to Captain Bartok. Great Bartok's, will that woman never get my name right? Haddock, by thunder, Haddock!
Calm down, Captain. Captain?
Stop! Thundering typhoons, how many times have I reminded you about that step?
Sorry, sir. Your monocle.
Not now, Nestor! Pack my bags this instant. I must be out of this house in half an hour.
Very good, sir.
Nestor, a word of advice. Watch out for that step.
But, Captain, where will you go?
I don't know. Milan, perhaps. I never dare go there in case I've had that thundering typhoon. Get a grip, Nestor. Looks like I'll have to pack myself.
Oh, but...
There's no use pretending. I'm up.
Yes, but watch out for the...
Yes, I know. For the... No!
Step.
It's rather a nasty sprain, I'm afraid.
Poor Captain.
Tomorrow I'll put it in plaster.
In plaster? A sprained ankle? Doctor, I'm leaving today for Italy.
No, out of the question. As from tomorrow, you'll be in plaster for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
I'll show you out, Doctor.
And my advice to you is get that step repaired. Someone else might not have your good luck.
2 weeks stuck with that blasted foghorn. If that's luck, give me disaster.
You asked for it, Captain.
Captain, let's hop in.
Dear Captain of Fatstock, how too divine to see you again.
Oh, look, John. They're unloading the luggage.
Oh, this is where she's staying. Should be as easy as pie. To work, Gino. To work, huh?
Capitano, you remember Irma, my maid, always travels with me. Pleased to meet you again, sir. As does my accompanist, Igor Wagner, who obviously has to accompany me.
Delighted, I'm sure.
And, Signora, may I introduce our old friend, Professor Calculus?
Oh, absolutely thrilling to meet you, Professore. The man who makes all those daring ascents in balloons.
No, I have never played the spoons, but I am deeply honored, Signora, to meet you at last. So great an artist, of such charm, such distinction, such...
Professore, you make me blush.
No, there's no need to rush, but I sincerely hope so, Signora.
Delicioso.
Nestor, please show the Signora to her room immediately.
Exquisite. But first, Irma, where is my little something for dear Capitano Drydock?
Here we are, Signora.
Ah, carissimo. Capitano of Scotch, meet Iago.
Hello, I can hear you.
Blistering barnacles of parrot.
Hello, who's a pretty boy then?
Oh, now what? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Hello, I can hear you.
Hello, I can hear you.
Will you shut up?
Show me.
Not
I
you.
can hear you.
Who is it?
That's the butcher here. Hello.
Captain Haddock. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Very
sorry, sir. Wrong number.
And a pair of pig's ears to you too, sir. Will that man never let me be?
See, I told you, beer was fine.
Oh, sir, in the drive, a whole horde of gypsies. They say you invited them to camp in the grounds.
That's right, Nestor. Show them into the big meadow, down by the stream.
But, sir, if I may be so bold, sir, they're nothing but thieving rogues.
Thieves? Irma, my jewels!
It
is all right, Signora. I have your case right here.
Oh, I can breathe again. You see, Captain Paddock, I carry with me at all times an emerald whose worth is beyond compare.
Those gypsies, sir, they'll only make trouble for you, sir.
Trouble? How can I be worse trouble? Go and see to them, Nestor.
But, sir,
Nestor!
Very good, sir.
I'll go, Captain. Nestor has so much to do in the house already.
And please, Captain Stockport. The reason for my visit is solitude. No reporters, no photographers, no publicity. I, Castafiore, the world's greatest opera diva, demand to be left in absolute peace.
Yes, so do I.
Hello, I can hear you. Aha, my little Iago.
I don't know about you lot, but I can't stand animals that talk.
Well, I hope your stay here will be a happy one. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to call in at the hall. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Well, I hate them Gorgos and their empty gestures. If only we had their money.
They'll need everything they've got, Mike, when the great misfortune strikes.
Mission completed, eh, Snowy?
Maybe, but I smell trouble.
Oh, look, Snowy. They're in the poplar tree.
Doesn't look that special. So why is it so popular?
A magpie. You know what they say, Snowy? One for sorrow. What's that?
And two for joy. At last, some action.
2 men running away. Don't lose them, Snowy. They're climbing through that gap in the wall. Oh, great snake, they've got away.
Whoever invented cars had no sense of fair play.
Now, what's the meaning of all that? Baffles me. Oh, well, it's getting late. We'll investigate tomorrow. Come on, Snowy. Time for bed.
Do you think he got a look at our faces?
No, he was too busy trying to keep up with his dog, eh? We'll just find another way of getting in, Gino.
Yeah.
Entrare.
Signora.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wagner.
I just wanted to bid you good night, Signora.
Then, buonanotte, Mr. Wagner. But really, there is no need to go to so much trouble. Your mind should be on your scales.
Oh, I'm sorry, Signora. Gute Nacht. Your mind should be on your scales, mister.
Now, are you listening carefully? Irma!
Indeed, madam.
I'm locking my jewels in this drawer. Irma, by my bed.
Very good, Signora.
And I'll hide the key to the drawer in this vase over here. Try to remember, Irma!
Si, Signora.
Interesting, very interesting.
Aiutami! Help! Murder! Oh, dear, there in my room at the window, a monster!
A monster? Let's have a look, Signora. Come on, Snowy.
Oh, if I must.
No, there's nothing in here.
Outside the window.
There's nothing outside here either.
Oh, I saw a monster, I tell you, I
It
did.
was probably her reflection.
I heard a long, mournful cry. I saw 2 eyes shining like diamonds. Irma, my jewels!
In your drawer, Signora. Remember?
Oh, yes. Silly me. But, oh, Dio, that cry.
Oh, perhaps someone was playing her record.
The sound of the monster? But that's only an owl.
You two wit. Now for a good night's sleep.
Oh, Tintin, will you let the brave little Snowy sit by my bed? Just till I'm asleep.
Snowy?
On the second thought, perhaps not.
What a glorious morning, eh, Snowy?
Oh, goody, that means walking.
Just the sort of morning to have a look under Castafiore's window.
Oh, that's what you get for speaking too soon, you mutt.
There, that's the one. It's quite a height. Well. Footprints in the flower bed, right under the window.
Was she telling the truth after all?
With the window that high, I'd say it was a tall story.
The ivy climbs right up to her window. Oh, no, it would never support a man's weight.
Are you going to stand here all day talking to yourself?
Child, maybe? But then there'd be traces of the climb.
Silly question.
Anyway, the footprints are those of an adult. Now we've got to work out whose. Find the shoes to match the footprints, and we have our culprit. Back to the hall, Snowy. The captain must be getting lonely.
I said to myself, Jolien, I said, I'm in the area, so now's your chance to say howdy to the ancient mariner. And what a stroke of luck I did, eh?
Oh, yes, the gods are definitely on my side, Mr. Wag.
Hello, I can hear you. Oh, yeah, I can hear you too.
Oh, my dear little Iago, how clever you are.
What a scream, eh? What a scream, eh?
Who's a clever boy there?
Who, me or the parrot?
Oh.
Me or the parrot?
Thundering typhoon, what have I done to deserve this?
Morning.
Oh, Tintin, thank the Lord.
Well, hello there, boyo.
Mr. Wag, what brings you here?
Me and my good fortune lies what?
I see the doctor's been, Captain.
Yes, the Admiral's well and truly plastered, eh? What a lot! Anyway, a bit of luck I popped in. This lady was just telling me about last night's caper. Monsters, ghosty toasties, eh? And what does Jolien Wag discover? Hold on to your hats. Her famous jewels aren't even insured. Worth buckets. She's got one little sparkler, an emerald, given to her out east by Marjorie, something or the other.
Maharaja, the Maharaja of Gopal, Mr. Hag.
That's the chap, yeah. And that little tidbit alone is worth a fortune. So I said, lady, you give me a list of your knickknacks. I'll take them down. Jolien Wag will insure the whole shoot.
I'll consider it, Mr. Bag.
Your fiddlesticks, it's all fixed. I'll be back in a day or two with a policy. Cheers for now, Duchess. Oh, pleased to meet you.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And if I were you, Lord Nelson, I'll get that step fixed. Someone might have a nasty accident.
Oh, peace at last.
Excuse me, Signora, but the piano has arrived.
Oh, goes naturally.
Yes, I can Wagner. What a lovely voice. I do hope you don't mind, Captain Hotspot.
No, I'm overjoyed.
You sweet old thing. We can put it in here so we can cheer you up.
No! I mean, thank you. But the maritime gallery would be better for you. The acoustics, you know.
Oh, fantastico. See to it, will you, Mr. Wagner?
Oh, Mr. Wagner, your shoelace is undone.
So it is. Yes.
Hello? Yes, speaking. Harry Flash International. What? Oh, an interview. Oh, I'm very flattered, gladly.
Mud on the sole of Mr. Wagner's shoe. Interesting.
Oh, with Senora Castafiore. No, I'm very sorry, but the lady has asked me to say...
Flash, allow me. Hello, I can hear you.
Oh, that's where you get it from.
An interview? Oh, with pleasure. At Marlin's Spike Owl. I shall look forward to seeing you at the end of the week. Ciao. Journalists, they hound one to death. There is no escape. Oh, well, one must expect it. The price of fame.
But you definitely said no interviews, nothing.
Oh, but Paris Plage is Paris Plage, you know. Not like those pigs on Tempo di Roma. Flicker of respect for an artista. So I refuse them now. But I must practice with Wagner. Ciao. I'll put Diriago beside you. Hello, I can hear you. Oh, intelligent as a friend.
Oh, yes, what a sweet little birdie.
Oh, ciao.
So, those footprints were made by Mr. Wagner. It seems we have a suspect, Snowy, but not a crime. Things get curiouser and curiouser. But just as things at Marlinspike were becoming curiouser, for Captain Haddock they were becoming bleaker.
Hello? I can hear you.
Hello, I can hear you.
Terribly sorry, Consumption. What do you use to dial with, sausages?
Trapped in his home, unable to escape the madness of the Marlinspike routine.
Will someone close the door before I go stark very mad? That's off. Do I have to remind everyone about that stuff?
The longer time went on, the more it seemed the odds were stacked
I'll
against
get
him.
it. I'll get it.
Allow me.
Oh.
Hello, I can hear you.
Hello, I can hear you.
Paris Flash?
Paris Flash?
You're on your way. Splendid.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
The time had most definitely come to order the captain a motorized wheelchair.
Hooray! Hooray! I'm free! I'm free! He's such Oh, hello, Cupboard. Pruning your roses?
No, they're not roses. Why on earth would I be pruning them? Great news, Captain. I have succeeded in raising a completely new variety of rose.
Oh, well done. Splendid. It's better than building rockets and chasing off into the blue.
On the contrary, Captain, it's white. And such a white. Early, sparkling, immaculate.
What was that?
And the name? You will never guess.
Who shouted?
I never touted, Captain. It was a completely original idea. I think I may say an inspiration.
Wait, Gino, out of here. Hey, stop. Whoever you are.
Yes, I think it will go far if handled correctly.
My food. Whoever invented trees. Now it won't start. Blast!
Your cast is on for a good reason, Captain. Now, I told you the rose is white. Now, what is white in Italian?
Come back, you blithering troglodytes!
Well, perhaps in Swahili. No, it is Bianca. Bianca, you follow me?
Who were those ectoplasms bolting like rabbits?
What? Here, in the garden? Captain, show a little dignity. Yes, Bianca. This rose shall be called Bianca Castafiore. A charming compliment, don't you think? But the world must wait. You mustn't breathe a word. I implore you. It must be a complete surprise.
What? Which? A surprise? Oh.
I knew I could count on you, Captain.
No! Get me out of here. He's worse than the babbling parrot. Ah, it started.
No, not carrots. Roses.
Yes. What's it all about? Strangers in the park. Strange sounds at night.
If only I could get
Who's
my
that?
hands on it.
Why, it's Emma. What's she up to?
There must
Look,
be a way.
Well, I'll stop here in that.
Captain Haddock. I see you're getting some fresh air.
Missing barnacles? It won't stop.
You haven't seen my gold embroidery scissors and my thimble.
Hey! Help! Help!
Don't mind that hill.
Why me, Lord? Oh, why me?
Look at this, my love. That's it. Super.
Now, the pond makes a smashing backdrop, Castor.
But then everything is ours when I need it.
What the devil?
Quick, make a run for it.
Captain Haddock!
I can't stop. I can't.
Captain Haddock! Captain Haddock! Help me!
Get that shot, Marco.
I'm a one step ahead of you, Chris.
That's it, Captain Haddock. Back on the dry land.
Oh, blistering.
You're like a child with a new toy. I see I must scold you.
Oh, but I...
And look at your hair.
Oh.
When will you learn to brush it and stop looking like a scruffy little schoolboy?
I nearly drowned.
Hold it there.
What?
Ecco. And let me introduce Christopher Willoughby Drew and Marco Risato of Fairy Flash.
Hello.
Hi. Great gentlemen, now that you've all met, I will release you.
Right.
Roam about in the garden as you please. Captain Hassock and I will expect you to land.
No,
goodbye.
No.
Allora, caro, let us get you out of this nasty way.
Well, Marco, what do you make of it, huh?
The same as you, chum. This is a sensation.
It's the highest quality apparatus. Good. And you take cash? It's a deal. Now, back to the piano before anyone notices. Poor old Castafiore. She won't suspect a thing.
True or not, Marco, my boy, it's a sound.
I can just see the cover.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. A gardener. Come on, we'll try to pump him, huh?
Okay, let's go.
Good morning, my good man. Christopher Willoughby Droop and Marco Risotto of Fairy Flash.
You're offering cash?
Eh?
So that's it. The captain's already tattled to the papers about my new rose, the old gossip.
Yeah, just a minute. Oh, great shot, great shot. Off the record, sir. Is there something in the wind between Castafiore and Captain Haddock? Plans for a wedding, am I right?
It was the captain who told you, wasn't it?
So, it's true.
Not blue, white. Great. Sunspots, and he promised to say nothing. It was to have been a surprise.
Oh, yes, I quite understand.
A smile.
Oh, great shot, yes. How soon will it be?
It all depends on the weather, but it could happen any day now.
Ah! Can you give me any little snippets about, how they first met, for example?
Precisely. It was 2 years ago at the Chelsea Flower Show. As I said to Captain Haddock, it was truly a moment of inspiration. It's all a matter of cross-pollination.
Guts the butcher. Yeah, and a slice of haddock to you too.
Good morning, this is Mr. Bolt of Boats the Builders You Can Trust. Oh, Captain. Yeah, I've got a screw missing. Well, not that I'm aware. Yes. Martha, will you get my toolbox? I have to count the screws.
Thundering typhoons! If he doesn't come tomorrow. I'll have a quiet pipe and read the papers. Harry Flash, I was about to say for himself.
Congratulations, Captain. I had no idea.
May I be so bold as to offer my felicitous congratulations?
My dear friend, how happy I am to hear the news.
Whatever's the matter, Captain?
Billions of blue blistering particles in a flaming, thundering tornado. Yeah. Wait till I get my hands on the miserable molecule of mildew dreamed up this morning.
At the Chelsea Flower Show, Bianca Castafiore met her future husband, retired Admiral Hammock. Oh, I wonder who told them that.
No!
There's more at the bottom of the page. He opens his heart to parrot she gave him.
Hello, I can hear you. Wait till I get my hands on you.
Control yourself.
No, Captain Boots Black.
Nice little parrot.
Have you seen the marvelous article in Paris Flash?
Yes, I have seen it, madam.
Oh, see, it's priceless, isn't it? But it doesn't mean a thing. The newspapers have already engaged me to the Maharaja of Gopal, the Baron Almazzo, the Lord Chamberlain of Zildavia, the Colonel Sponsor, the Marchese di Gorgonzola, tutto il mondo. So you see, I'm quite used to it.
Well, I'm not, madam.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. Don't even think about it, Jerkin.
Supervision! Gee, I'd adore to. When? Tomorrow. Oh, perfetto. Yes, I shall look forward to seeing you. Ciao. What a bore they are. But what can one do, Capitano? We're all going to be on a live television.
So, the TV boys have arrived. It's now or never, Gino. In you go, mix with all that crowd, and get to work.
Just you stop me.
I'll wait in the car just down the road, okay?
This is going to be fun.
Hey, you forgot this.
The camera. If nothing else, it will help me blend in. They'll think I'm part of the crew.
The perfect alibi,
Hello, good evening and bonvenue. Tonight is rather a special occasion. For the first time on live TV, Bianca Castafiore will sing...
Blistering barnacles. I'm surrounded by television screens. At least I don't have to be in the same room as her.
Your tour then continues, Signora, to North America?
That's right. They're longing to hear me.
The poor Americans. What have they done to deserve it?
I think to South America to conquer the capital.
Reduce them to ruins as well.
Okay, everyone relax. That's all we need. Down level to 5.
Now what?
Hey, Cap, chop, chop. Who's a clever boy then?
You are obviously coming in here to shelter from the ensuing storm.
Costume change for Mr. Beans. Clear the floor.
I'm a lovely couple of script changes.
But now on Supervision, the North Bank Show.
Hello, good evening and welcome to Marlinspike Hall.
What are you doing?
Hi there, John Silver.
Get back on your pants.
It's a pretty boy there.
That's it. I'm going to glue you to it. Come back here.
And now, viewers, the moment we've all been waiting for. the divine Castafiore will sing the jewel song
From the Faust.
From the Faust, yes. Well, I think that was a bang of which Berlioz would have been justifiably proud. Sorry, folks, we seem to be having some technical difficulties. We'll now take a short break. But please, stay tuned. Right, I want names, I want petrol. Working with Melvin was never like this. Wait till I get my hands on the miserable maniac. My career is just... my God! Stop up there! Signor! Hey, what's the idea? Someone's running around in the dark. Where did you want? Front door. And down the drive. He's running away.
You think he'd want to stay in the dark room? Oh, too late to catch him now.
Ah, the lights are back on.
Yes, Snowy, but I fear we're still very much in the dark.
Did you get it, Gino?
Oh, see, a beauty. Oh, what a beauty.
Good work, Gino. If this doesn't make us rich, nothing will.
My career!
Oh, do shut up. I thought I'd employed you perfection.
Tintin.
Ah, there you are, Captain. Well, you've missed all the fun.
Oh, what? Whatever happened?
Oh, Signora! Disaster! Your emerald is gone!
Hello, one and all. Now, where's the Duchess? Oh, I see. Having a kip. I brought along her insurance policy.
Quick, someone call the police!
Oh, there's no need for that. I'm registered.
Castafiore, Emeralda,
We interrupt this program for an emergency news flash. The Castafiore Emerald has been stolen. The finest detectives. Yes, the famous Thompson twins are questioning the suspect.
Blistering barnacles, it was an accident. I told you.
That's what you say, precise. That's what we say.
It's the man with the camera you want. He's
But I
your
was with
man.
Mr. Tintin when the lights went out. If I may be so bold, have you considered the photographer?
But, gentlemen, I was the one who spotted the photographer running away.
Shouldn't you be after the photographer?
If you followed up that mystery photographer. Everyone's talking about this gardener. Surely here's your man. So, yes, no, I suppose you think it was a photographer, too. These two are crazy.
Investigazione continua in Robato Castafiore.
Update on the Castafiore Emerald Saga. We are now going to go straight to Marlinspike Hall, where our reporter is waiting for a statement to be made any moment now. Philip.
Gentlemen, I'm standing on the steps of Marlinspike Hall itself. In just a few minutes, Scotland Yard will be... Here they come now.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Sight. Stand to attention, please. After lengthy questioning and careful analysis of the facts, we have come to a startling conclusion. An amazing deduction. The prime suspect, ladies and gentlemen, is without a shadow of doubt, the photographer.
Has that parrot escaped again?
Of course! To make fun of a poor, weak woman!
Mind the step.
I am well aware of this step, Captain Hitchcock. I am not a child. Now look at this!
But no!
Tell me it's not a disgrace! Tempo di Roma! That filth they call a magazine! Look at that photograph!
Why, I'd say it was very good likeness.
Likeness?
Yes.
Likeness?
Yes.
This is too much! You know what they say? They say my beauty is not past compare. It's past its sell-by date. What?
I'm sorry.
That's right. Defend the cads, the mannerless yokels. The limit. And it's not just a question of insult. It's far worse than that.
Worse than that? What do you mean?
I mean, Captain Pugwash, that the photograph was taken here by a reporter from the temple. And he got in without a soul knowing. You let people use this house like a hotel.
Hotel. What? The photograph? Let me see. Look! The cameras! The piano in the background! The full photo was obviously taken during the TV broadcast.
That's how they did it. It's all your fault. You should have better security, didn't I tell you? I wanted to be alone.
But don't you see, madam? He was a photographer. He didn't steal your emerald.
Ha! Davvero? Worse, Captain.
What?
He stole my wrap, you titan.
No one's about. Now's my chance. So, the photographer is eliminated from the proceedings. Perhaps then my pendulum is correct. Now, what's the Thompson's number? There we are.
Hello, this is Thompson with a P, yes, and pharmacist.
7, 3, 2.
Hello, what's going on?
Hello.
Hello.
Goodness gracious, someone's on the line.
Hello, Professor Calculus. This is Thompson here.
Tintin.
No, Thompson.
Now listen here, Tintin. I'm about to phone the Thompsons and tell them some very interesting news.
Go on.
They're gone? Oh dear, that's dreadful. You see, it obviously wasn't the photographer.
No, that's why we were ringing.
I am not singing, I'm being serious, though I am not accusing anyone, you understand? My pendulum, my ever-reliable pendulum, is pointing northeast in the direction of the gypsy camp.
Yes, they are the villains, not a shadow of a doubt. You're a genius, Professor. We'll be over immediately.
Splendid. In the meantime, I'll call the Thompsons.
The gypsies who were camping near Marlinspike at the time of the robbery are currently assisting the police in their inquiries.
Our reporter for Radio 5 went down to Marlinspike and spoke to the officer in charge of the case.
And when we searched their caravans, we made a startling discovery. Starting with cover. Not only did we discover a pair of scissors belonging to Signora Castafiore's maid, but in one of their caravans, we found a dressed-up monkey. Obviously, the emerald could only have been stolen by a man climbing the wall, and that man has been found. To be precise, our man is a monkey.
Naturally, the Romanis have completely denied all the allegations. Our reporter managed to get a few brief words as they were taken into custody.
Go, Jones! We deny all charges! But what about the missing scissors? Miaka, they were found in your caravan.
I found them in the ground. I was playing by the big tree near the stream. I found them!
Miaka, don't talk to them, please. All that left now is for the Thompsons to discover the emerald. And for a couple like them, that should be child's play.
Poor gypsies. I'm still convinced they're innocent.
Scales. I'm beginning to feel like a fish.
Poor Mr. Wagner. Of course. The footprints. You know, Snowy, we might just have the crime to fit our suspect. What have you found in the flower bed, Snowy?
Well, I wouldn't call it a shrub.
Well done, Snowy. Someone's hidden a ladder down here. But why outside this particular window? Well, since it's here, we'll make use of it. Hop onto my back.
Oh, why can't we use the door like everyone else?
Up we go. Through the window. Straight into the Maritime Gallery. Well, Mr. Wagner. So that's your trick. A tape recorder. It's a playback of his own scales. What's it all in aid of?
I don't know, but could I get down now?
Well, Mr. Wagner, I aim to find out. First, I'll put the ladder back, and then it's time to go into hide. So, he's back. Can I give you a hand with that ladder?
No, thanks. I can met.
Tintin. Good afternoon, Mr. Wagner.
It's the horses, you see. I'm a gambler. I have to find a way of disappearing now and then. Oh, sounds like a shaggy dog story.
So, Mr. Wagner, did you disappear when the emerald was stolen?
No, I was playing the piano.
Of course you were. But when the lights went out, you stopped playing. It was a squeeze, admittedly, but you had time to rush upstairs and take the emerald.
But how did I know the lights were going to go out?
Because you're an opportunist. Or just plain desperate. You are a gambler, after all.
Listen, I may be a lot of things, but I'm not a thief. You must believe me.
So, how do you explain your footprints under Castafiore's window?
Oh, yes, those. But after she thought she saw someone outside her window, I had to investigate. It may not so, but I have a great concern for her welfare.
I only to play the piano. Why should I trust you to tell the truth?
Well, of course, look at this photograph. Here in Tempo di Roma. It was taken after the lights went out. I'm in the background. It's a piano.
So, You are innocent.
Oh, drat, that's put the dog amongst the pigeons.
Very well, Mr. Wagner. But I suggest in future you find another, less hazardous way of spending your money.
It's a tra-la-la, it's a...
Buongiorno, Captain Halfbake. Oh, you're standing up.
Oh, good morning to you, Castafiore. Yes, the doctor's just taken off the plaster. No idea how good it is to be on my own 2 feet again.
Oh, it grieves me to cloud your happiness, caro capitano. But I have a sad news for you.
What?
I must leave you tomorrow.
Oh, no.
They are clamoring for me at La Scala in Milano. I must sacrifice my happiness to their applause and leave without my precious little Emerald. Oh, Capitano. Those horrible gypsies.
Listen. We'll do our best to find it, senor.
Oh, now I must start the packing. Irma!
She's going. She's definitely going. This is my lucky day.
Did you say something, Captain Van
This is my lucky day. My wheelchair's going away.
Oh, you are a big bambino.
And so, finally, the great day of departure arrived. The professor was in a particularly sentimental mood.
Dear lady, I beg you to accept these humble roses, the first of a new variety I have created. I have ventured to give them your beautiful name, Bianca.
They are exquisite. Let me embrace you. Arrivederci. Ciao, caro.
Goodbye, dear lady. Come back soon. I heard that, Haddock.
But it wasn't just her friends the Castafiore was leaving behind.
Oh, this time she's really gone. No more scales. No more Elma, my jewels.
My jewels.
Shut up.
Millions of Fishman barnacles.
Shut up.
when I'm talking.
No, Captain, it ain't my fault. No, it ain't your fault neither. You see, I had a touch of flu. Well, that's impossible. Maybe the beginning of next week. I was just checking my diary. Hello? Oh, he's hung up. I can't understand these folks. Give themselves high blood pressure, that's what they'll do. Now then, let's have a nice listen to the wireless mouth, though, shall we?
Triumph, superlative, sublime, proclaims the Italian press. An ecstatic audience acclaim the divine Castafiore's overwhelming performance in Rossini's La Ladra. But still, the Nightingale mourns the loss of her most precious jewel. Police investigations continue in the Marlin Strike area as the gypsies languish in jail. Was the monkey used to spirit away the magnificent gift of the Maharaja of Nepal? Britain is still in the grip of a sweltering...
Still that ridiculous idea of a thieving monkey. Who ever heard of an animal so well trained that it goes straight to a particular object?
Oh, how about me, for instance?
Talking of animals, do you know what that builder said?
But great snakes, why not?
Well, I haven't told you yet.
There's no time to explain, Captain. I want you to phone the Thompsons and tell them to come over immediately. I'll meet you all at the tall poplar down by the stream.
What's it all about, Tintin?
The emerald, Captain. The Castafiore emerald.
There's Snowy, by the tree. Where's Tintin?
He smells like a wild goose. To be precise, he smells like wild goose. I tell you, this time he's gone round the bend.
Hello, gentlemen.
What? Where?
Should I say, out of this tree?
Up here.
Blistering barnacles, what do you take up there, lad?
Getting to the bottom of things, Captain.
This is mere time to play games, to play, young man.
Now, what have we here in this little nest?
Nest?
Ah, one thimble.
What?
One monocle.
What?
Where's my monocle?
And one large, green, sparkling emerald.
Tintin, you are a genius.
Here, catch.
No! Oh, okay, Tintin. What on earth suddenly made you think of a magpie?
Well, you remember the name of the opera they mentioned on the radio?
Well, I don't know. Pizza or Ragazzi or something?
La Ladra. In other words, the thieving magpie. Then the light dawned.
Yes, Mr. Yes, of course. What light?
I thought to myself, there's a Gazzalada somewhere around. But where? What about the spot where Miaka found the scissors? They must have fallen from the robber's hiding place. So, I ran to look, and there was the nest. Well, that clears the gypsies.
Just our luck. The one time we managed to catch the culprits, they turned out to be innocent. It's really too bad. They've done it on purpose. Anyway, thanks to us, the emerald has turned up. We've done it. All we have to do is to turn ourselves.
And so, at last, the mystery of the Castafiore emerald was solved. As the summer drew to a close, only a few loose ends remained to be tied up.
Oh, sir. Good news. Mr. Bolt's been and fixed the step.
What? Oh, you're pulling my leg.
I hope not. You've just had that fixed.
Blistering barnacles, that's wonderful.
Indeed it is, sir.
He's put a board across it. Give the mortar time to set. I expect he warned you.
No, he didn't, but it's quite obvious.
Maybe I'm just mentioning it for your own good. For heaven's sake, remember, don't put your foot on that step.
Right, Captain.
Indeed, sir.
For the next few days, you must step over it like that. You understand?
Yes, Captain.
Very good, sir.
You see, it's perfectly easy. You just have to think what you're doing. There. Hello. Who's that?
Oh, it is me again. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, Mr. Oh.
Yes, the builder you can trust.
Yes, that's it. Yeah,
Oh, that's a real shame. I just popped back to say, wait a day or two before using that step. Shame. A lovely bit of marble that was.
The Castafiore Emerald starred Lionel Jeffries as Captain Haddock, Andrew Sachs as Snowy, Richard Pearce as Tintin, Charles Kay as the Thompson Twins, Stephen Moore as Professor Calculus, and featured a special guest star appearance by Miriam Margolyes as Castafiore. It also starred Stephen Thorne as Nestor, Paul Panting as Risotto, and Una Beeson as Irma. The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé are dramatized by Simon Eastwood, the music is by Roger Lim, and the program produced by John York.
Well, this concludes a slightly longer version of Airchecks, so we can present to you the entire program. Airchecks is a 3-hour podcast that uploaded every Saturday and Sunday. See you at the same time on the same channel.